welcome to another episode of Flagrant 2. No easy buckets, analysis by assholes, water cooler commentary for your sports needs. I'm Andrew Schulz. I'm here with Akaash Singh, Real Life Cast. We got Alex Media's out of the studio today. We'll see him again for the Patreon episode. But we got Eden. We got Eden Martinez here on the ones and twos, doing both of them. And guys, you know how we're going to do it. We're going to start it off with our flagrant thought of the week. I had a kind of annoying week because I've been getting death threats from Somalis for the last fucking 7 days straight because I put out this. I mean, you guys probably all heard the bit. First of all, I just want to point out, they're like female genital mutilation or whatever. It's a butt joke about cutting off clits, right? And
you said it so matter-of-factly.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah. And it's like, I made it while I did it while I was in Toronto. What I posted is just the setup and a riff. That's not even the whole bit.
That's what I was thinking. I was amazed that you were getting death threats over that.
I'll let you guys hear the joke. It goes, this is the joke.
You gotta be happy, ladies. Every one of you in here still got your clit. Everyone.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe some of the Somali chicks not, but the most of you. What? Respect their culture. Okay? Wallahi, respect their culture. Alright?
Jesus Christ.
If you're missing your clit, just take a little piece of your forehead, put it down.
Now,
all right, that's funny.
Me riffing.
Yeah.
That's funny. This is audience, 1,200 people. Everybody's laughing. We're having a good time. I don't think people realize how many Somali fans I have.
Yeah.
Like, if you go outside of America, like, Africans that have been like forced out of Africa, right? Like if I'm in England or whatever, the Somalis come out. Like if I'm in like Toronto, it doesn't matter. They always come out.
Yeah.
Nobody had a problem with this joke.
So who would send you the death threats for one of the Somalis?
This one was fucking impressive.
I was dying to hear
You want me to read it?
Andrew tweeted it was poetic.
Son, you want me to fucking...
Please, read that shit.
Read the name too, fuck him.
All right, so, okay. You fucking bitch.
All right, I like it so
That's
far.
a nice setup. Yeah, I like it.
If I ever catch you making FGM jokes, they have their own slang for female genital mutilation. It's so common. They write it so often that they LOL'd it. They have their own little
BRB
sonogram.
or clit.
Jokes about Somali girls. If you fucking white cunt, I will personally kill you with my bare hands, you no good for nothing, sick, degenerate, dog-kissing, sister-fucking, white, swine-consuming... I like how eating pork is up there with incest in their minds. That eating pork is just as bad as fucking your sister. Pork breath cunt. You're a dead man. I hope you know that. Keep a close look over the next Somali you see. I hope they stick a knife so deep in your jugular.
Jesus Christ.
Your slave master ancestors can smell your pork breath, back to the pork, since they're rotting in their grave and ending up in hell. Yeah, where are they?
Yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada. Where you will be heading soon. You white bastards think you are really doing something, dehumanizing our women as if your white bitches and whores don't have filthy disease, maggots-filled, rotten, putrid pussies. First of all, you guys are the one dehumanizing your women, but we're not going to get that.
That was my first thought.
I will draw blood from you, you white cunt. Your days on this earth are numbered. Go molest some kids like the rest of your race.
Time out. This is all the same person?
Same person. Same person. Or go fuck your sister whilst you're at it, you son of a white pussy stinking bitch. I will kill you. Mark my words. So I received, this is the most like beautiful one. I mean, this is like, it was just so beautiful. Like, this guy's so talented.
What's his name?
It's a shame that he has to cut off clits for a living. Shit. I was like, oh, sons, let me tell you something. So I was receiving so many of these. Somali Twitter got on it, and it's so dope because like,
is there an FGM Twitter?
No, FG.
FGM.
Yeah, you're right.
FGM Twitter.
No. This is afterwards. After I posted the bit.
Yeah.
So I don't
Online
like,
hate.
It's so funny because like, there's this division between woke Somali Twitter and just regular Somali people. Regular Somali people are sending the joke. They're saying funny jokes like, honestly, I was the most offended by the forehead thing. like, they're just having a good time with this.
Yeah,
The majority of people are just enjoying it. But then the woke Somali community got on it, and oh my God, they were going fucking crazy. And I had all these tweets talking about how fucking insensitive it was. Like, how dare you? That is so insensitive to make fun of female genital mutilation. And my flagrant thought of the week is, you know what else is insensitive right now? You know what else has no sensitivity whatsoever? You know what else will have zero sensation?
I almost feel like
That
me
little
laughing.
piece of clit just sitting on a rock, roasting in the Somalian sun.
God damn.
I almost feel like me laughing is gonna get me a death threat.
But here's the big one,
Holy
Elizabeth.
shit.
Here's the thing. Why would you want to kill me and not the people cutting the clits off? Like, if there's an order of operations, if there's a PEMDAS for what you
FGM.
cut off, right?
FGM
You would
PEMDAS.
definitely go first with the people that are mutilating these women, right? Like, and I don't ever want to explain jokes to people, because I realize once we explain jokes, we're
joke's
playing
done, yeah.
an away game.
Yeah.
We're not playing away games. We're just leaning into our home game. We're
Okay.
comedians, is what we're joking around about.
Yeah.
But the fact that they could be so furious at a joke that is about, really, it's a big forehead joke. Really, when you
Sort
think
of.
about it. No, because the joke is actually, I mean, all right, fuck it. We'll explain the slightest bit of the joke just so they understand.
Okay.
The joke is, ladies in the West, you should be so grateful of what you have, because there are women out there that are getting their clits cut off. I'm actually using the severity of FGM. I love that it's FGM. Dude,
It's
I
like,
can't.
let's go
Is that the
Mets.
episode title?
I feel like
Obviously, bro. Next time we're in Somalia, we have to stay at the FGM Grand. Here it is, the greatest hotel. So the fact that they could even turn this into being worse than the act itself, people are so crazy to me. But that was my flagrant thought of the week.
my gosh, I don't even know how I could follow that. Well, I was explaining to Akaash before. Nah, I'm not even gonna.
You don't want to come after the clit. You know who's not coming after the.
So I'm kind of in the doghouse today, right?
Right.
I was kind of in the doghouse today.
Can we have that as our?
We got our little buzzword when shit starts going down. We start tapping it. I like it.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. So I got in the doghouse today. I came home yesterday. I went to a party. Alex was there. A lot of
You're
people
still
there.
in the
Shout out,
doghouse.
Sort of. I'm a little bit out now, but yesterday I was for sure in the doghouse. So I got stupid drunk yesterday.
Okay.
Like OD drunk. Like I haven't been this drunk in like a long time.
Okay.
And I got home around like. And day party drunk are different because like you still got the whole night ahead of you. You think it's late and it's not. And it
yeah.
sucks.
Oh, yeah.
So like, I got home at like 10 p.m. And you know my pregnant girl's at home chilling, watching me, and I fell asleep pretty early, right before Euphoria and everything. Couldn't even watch my show, right? And I woke up and I seen she was sleeping on the couch.
Right.
And I'm like, oh shit, I must have been so drunk. I was like spread out on the bed or whatever, and like completely, you know, not regarding her or whatever. So, you know, this afternoon, like right before I come in, she goes, you know what? I was really mad at you yesterday. I was like, why? She's like, when you were asleep, you were like eating out your hand. And I'm like, what? Like eating like food out of my hand? She's like, no, like you were asleep, like going like this. Like licking your hand like it was a vagina, like in my sleep, like while I was like incredibly
How long has
drunk.
it been, bro?
What do you mean? How long has it been?
Since you guys boned, because that's what this is.
Nah, I mean we still,
You having pregnant sex?
yeah.
I heard
But
it's better like that too.
It's great. It's
I
great.
hear DJ Envy swears by it.
Listen,
He thinks
it's
the best.
like Steph Curry throwing the shot up and walking her away. Like,
wet.
It's
The
wet.
wettest.
Like you know what's in. But like,
But what
I
do you
felt-
do with the belly?
I'm not gonna get into super details. That's anyway. I say all that to say.
Fair.
It is a unique thing, right?
I mean,
It's
it is unique.
Yo,
but, I mean, that's,
DJ
that's,
Envy, I was on the Breakfast Club and he said it is his favorite time to have
How many
sex.
kids does he have?
5, 3.
Jeez,
He
okay.
has a few kids, but he said he like stopped the interview. He goes, no, pregnant pussy, is how he described it, was his favorite pussy.
Fantastic.
And he did say it was the most wet.
Fantastic.
Right.
So I'm my flagrant thought is not so much a thought, but it's like a flagrant question. Like,
Right.
I felt bad, but then I laughed. But like, is that
Cheating?
Like, is it?
Nah, you could have been eating hers for all you know.
I don't like.
You don't even remember.
I had no recollection of this, and also when she told me about it, like I started dying laughing because I'm thinking to myself, like, in my sleep doing that, knock the fuck out, and I'm just like, well, she's upset, so like, is it sort of like?
You supposed to be subconsciously faithful? Like what the fuck, bro? Come on,
No,
son.
that's absurd.
No, I mean she's not. She's like the coolest woman of all time. Like, so she wasn't too.
Kaz
upset
girl's
with it.
great.
I love
Kaz
that
ain't
girl to
shit.
death,
He
man.
drunk. She at home pregnant. It's good to know deadbeat Kaz extends beyond this podcast.
Well, if it makes it any fair, I went to the party because it was my boy Camlus's birthday. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
And my original flagrant
Are
thought
you really
before this.
asking if it's cheating to lick your palm in your sleep?
But like,
Dude, what happened to black men? Y'all were the fucking greatest, man. Like, we looked up to y'all. We wanted to do everything like y'all. Y'all were the coolest people on the planet. Charlamagne Duval put out one song, and now you're a bunch of fucking gays
like, we don't
walking around
cheat.
sucking on your fingers and shit because you're not busy cheating. This is what happens when black men don't cheat. They start licking between the webbing of their fingers, man. Go out and get some pussy, bro. Put it on the house. That should be reparations.
Oh
White people will pay for black men to get pussy so we have
Please.
someone to look up to again.
Oh my god! Nah, I felt bad about it for some reason.
But why?
Because she felt bad about it, and I don't know. It's weird.
That's how she should know you're faithful. That you're so horny, you're eating out your hand in your sleep.
That's a valid ass
That is
point.
a valid point. That is a valid point.
Dude, she should be so elated that you're not even jerking off. You're so faithful to her that in your sleep, you feel so undeserving of pussy that in your own wet dream, you gotta please them.
You're licking pussy. Ain't that crazy?
That is
nuts.
You're giving orgasms,
Dude, what a
For wet
great
dreams.
man, dude.
Man, thank you for that. I needed that.
She needs to know about this. Dude, we need to make black men great again, bro. We really do, man. Whoever needs to be president in 2020. Yeah.
Mabaga.
Sounds
like
some
a guy from Black
African.
Panther or some shit.
That's the African president we need, bro. Oh my goodness,
man.
guys, that was pathetic, bro.
I'm so sorry. I mean, my original flagrant thought was how problematic artists make all the best music. Is that new Chris Brown and Drake record?
bro.
Flames, bro. It hits different in the summertime, bro. Like, I literally listened to that shit like 30 times on the way here and back. Didn't even change the song one time.
I love it.
I'm just like, fuck, I'm so glad he got one.
I love it.
I'm so glad Chris Brown got one, though.
Yo,
Like,
I love it.
Got
And he's
one.
back. He's
He's fully
officially
back.
back. Like, that
Yeah.
is the complete cosign
absolutely.
Yeah.
When you
Right?
got the Drake,
Drake,
record,
who you used to beef with?
over the Rihanna shit.
Yep.
And now you guys are besties.
yeah.
You're cool with Rihanna
They're
already.
making fun
That's
videos
squashed.
together and shit.
Son,
doing
it was,
the video was great.
Drake was hilarious.
It's a great video.
Drake was genuine. There was a moment where I laughed out loud, and it was when he goes,
Did the snake?
No, before the snake, he goes, yeah. How'd you get your music so loud?
He's like, play it on
Put it on my phone.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
how'd you get your music so loud was a really good fucking riff. It was just good.
Oh, people forget, like, the motherfucker could really act, bro.
Yeah, he
Like,
was an actual actor.
Yeah, like, I'm really looking forward to,
We put down the ESPYs a little.
eh,
When I think when he hosted the ESPYs, there
Yeah.
were moments where I was like, it was good. It
yeah,
was good.
and SNL and a couple other things. And he produces Euphoria, which is one of my favorite shows.
I
and,
didn't know that.
Everybody
you
loves
know,
his Euphoria.
that's a great fucking show, man. You gotta get into it.
Now they both slap.
Yeah, and they both like. There you go, Eden. That's how you contribute before Akaash tells you to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Akaash, what you got, bro?
I
Yeah.
found the biggest Indian sellouts on earth.
Okay.
You've seen these. So first of all, you've seen these Hare Krishnas.
Hare
Yes,
Christmas.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishnas,
It's
yes.
like
Okay.
it's like a cult.
They all wear the orange, like,
I saw this Indian guy on the train. He had mad like bracelets on, like prayer beads and stuff like that, and he's chanting the whole time. And then at the end, he starts saying shit like something maggots, ha! And I'm like, yo, That's not us anymore. And then I realized he's wearing an orange T-shirt, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's a Hare Krishna. And then he turns around, and he has a shaved head except for that one stupid-ass braid.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest Indian sellout on earth. When you have Hinduism, but you say, no, you know what? Let me get the white version of Hinduism and walk around like a fucking cancer patient. He's gentrified God. And he is the biggest Indian. I've never hated an Indian person more. I don't care how many white girlfriends you got.
White?
He's not, but white people bought into him. He's like, what's that movie about the vegans in the 60s?
The vegans in the 60s.
The
Very
cult
particularly.
that was on Netflix. It was a documentary. There was a cult based on this guy.
Yeah. I know what you're
The
talking about.
Bhagwan,
Not
yeah.
the vegans. Yeah.
They're vegans, though.
Osho. Is
Osho,
the guy
yeah.
That most people know him from writing
It's the same
books.
thing, though.
Yeah.
This is a brown guy who just conned a bunch of white people into giving him money. And for you to go worship him instead of the actual God that he's pretending to be.
God, right there,
It's
bro.
so fucking crazy. Like, it's infuriating to watch.
Yeah, that shit is weird. I never really understood those people. I used to play basketball with one, though.
Could he hoop?
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Really?
Yeah, it was in Spain. And we had a Hare Krishna.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fucking stunk. It literally smelled bad, but like
Oh,
he was
boy.
pretty good, and I asked him about it. But I think some of them do it just so they have a place to stay wherever in the world.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, because you can just like live at the Hare Krishna house.
I read this a little bit of this guy's book. An uncle was like, "Hey, this guy, you should check him out." And then I remember the third, like they did like an interview with him, and the third question was, "You tell people to give up material possessions, but you have a lot of gold and stuff. Why is that? You accept gifts from followers." He says, "Well, if you're giving it to me, it's like giving it to God." And I was like, "All right, fuck this entire dude forever." Like
Jesus
that's your
Christ.
rationale.
Sick, bro.
Yeah, that's some. That's
Dude, he's
some,
the first person with a Patreon when you think about it, dog. Dude, his Patreon is so lit, bro. I mean, we're not giving you guys enough for the Patreon. You don't get no outfit. You don't get no haircut.
You don't get no
All you do is just giving us gold and you don't get no shit back. We really need to step up our Patreon, dog. Hey, any captain, you get to have a full, we're going to give you a Hare Krishna outfit.
We'll send you a shrine of
flagrant
Andrew.
outfit. Yeah,
and then you can stay at Akash's house afterwards. Best way to do it.
Yeah, it's lit.
Fuck.
My gosh.
It's fucking lit. Yo, I was up at this Montreal Comedy Festival, right? And I was hanging out. There's a couple comics named the Lucas Brothers. You guys might
Oh,
be
Yeah.
fuck the Lucas brothers.
Yeah.
Big wrestling fans too.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
And they're like two twins, black kids from Newark. And we were just talking about, comedy, what's coming down, and like everybody policing it, the whole Dina Hashem thing we're talking about.
Yes.
And they said the funniest thing. We're just talking, and they go, you know what? Comics, we're the biggest gangsters in entertainment. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, no, we're the biggest gangsters now. I go, why? He goes, when you got rappers looking at comics like, could you guys tone it down? Like that's a little distasteful. Like,
That's
you're being a little distasteful.
full of problematic.
Use your words wisely. Like, can you think about the message you're putting out there in the world? Like,
Oh my God.
And the fact that that we're the only ones left just saying shit completely unapologetically. We're the most gangster motherfuckers.
Comics
in
with
entertainment,
attitude,
bro.
dog.
We really are, bro.
CWA.
We really are, man.
Motherfucker
It's
got
so
a bag 'cause
fucking
I'm
crazy.
brownish. Brownish.
We are the most motherfucking gangster motherfuckers in entertainment. And I love it. So that's what we got to put out there in the world. That's
Speaking
the
of
narrative we're
which-
going with it. What's that?
It's kind of on that same wavelength. Did you see Andy Cohen and that dude Titus from the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt or whatever?
Christopher
The black
Titus?
gay guy?
Yeah, black gay guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm his new biggest fan, bro. New biggest fan.
Talk to me, what happened?
So he was on I guess he was whatever the show that he hosts, Andy Cohen, Watch What Happens Live.
Watch what
whatever.
happens live.
Yeah, I bet you knew that. She gagged.
No, I actually hate it, but my girl watches the other shows. She hates
Right.
him weirdly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody, a lot of people don't fuck with Andy
Really?
Cohen because he's a messy motherfucker.
I be saying I like him just to annoy her. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this guy. What everybody mad about?
So he had Titus on the show,
Right.
And I guess they were talking about the Dolomite movie he's in with Eddie Murphy, and I guess they were talking about it and yada yada yada. And then he goes, "Oh, so you're friends with Eddie Murphy? You hang out with him? You talk with him?" He's like, "Yeah, we just did a movie together. Like he gave me a lot of compliments." I was like, "Yeah, he's good." He's like, "Oh, because I think he was a little problematic with his views on gays or whatever." And Titus looked at him like, "Well, he's my friend and we were cool, so I don't think he has any problem with gay folks." And he was like, well, I just think it's like, no. He's like, no, do your little show, sis. and really got
that?
Yeah, he cleaned that he cut that shit off before it could even get rolling, dog. Like he was like, nah, you're not coming for Eddie Murphy right now, bro. Like whatever the fuck he said 20, 30 years ago, like everybody was making gay jokes on Eddie Murphy Raw and Delirious, dude. Like, don't give me that bullshit. Like, so, and that's what he does. That's kind of like his shtick, Andy Cohen, like just doing like messy shit with people. And Titus, who plays like a messy character on the show, put out a long fucking Instagram post, which I'll read to you. And he calls Andy Cohen sis and she, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, quote, she can be a messy queen. Yes, I said it. Don't care if he knows it either. He should remember that his talk show isn't an episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's a place where artists come to talk about art and have a little fun, not a place to rehash old rumors or bring a star negative press. Sunday was a display of ratchet behavior by a well-connected man having blatant disregard for one of his guests. If only time were taken to know who I am and not assuming that I am the character I play on TV, he would know how to conduct a proper interview with he got messed it up over here. I received 4 Emmy nominations for acting, not for being myself. He was lucky I had my wits and Christian values that day. Always keep it classy. Being friends with other talented celebrities doesn't make you talented. It makes you friends with other famous celebrities. He should rip a page from Anderson Cooper's book and learn how to do his job.
Whoa. Whoa.
Got him the fuck out of here, bro.
Eddie's dick must be good, bro. Hey,
Our
man.
guest is here. I'm going to go grab her.
Yeah,
right
go
now.
get her. We got a guest. It's Titus.
Ain't it funny that he got tight in his name?
And ass. Yeah, man. So this guest that we got coming in, I don't know her, to be honest with you. I have no clue. I have no clue. I don't know what to say. I don't know who she is.
You know what's
Y'all
funny?
just sent me like a picture
I
of
can't
her.
fill you in.
You don't know either.
I know she's on Love and Hip Hop.
Okay, so she's in
Kaz's
Love and Hip Hop
homegirl.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
It's Kaz's homegirl. She has I think a song coming out or an album coming out. I should probably get my feet off the chair she's gonna sit on.
Don't need to look at your Birkenstocks, son.
Yeah.
What's funny is Andrew got Birkenstocks the last few interviews. You got to walk around with these all the time because it's just so misleading about who you are.
Here's the thing about the Birkenstocks, right? I almost don't want to say it, but I'll say it. But just don't get it. It can't get back to Mark. So
Right.
you know the guy who opens for me,
Yeah.
who came in my bathtub.
Yeah.
So like, he has like this huge fear of bears because when he was a kid, his older brothers would scare him with a bear mask. They'd just run up on him and scare him. And he's like a very scary kid in general. Like if you just go, he like really shakes.
Really?
So yeah. So he was wearing Birkenstocks at the airport,
Right.
right? And Alex and I have been ripping him to the point where he stops wearing Birkenstocks, right?
Yeah.
One second. Hey, so he was wearing, so he stopped wearing Birkenstocks. Like we were scaring him that bad. One sec. And so he basically just stopped wearing them. So I bought Alex a pair and me a pair, right? And we're gonna show up to the airport wearing the Birkenstocks,
Right.
or the next time we see, we're both wearing the Birkenstocks, and we're gonna rip him for not wearing them anymore. And he's gonna think that's the prank. And then out of nowhere, I'm gonna have someone in a full bear outfit scare the fucking shit out of him, and we're gonna videotape it all. So none of you tell Mark that this is gonna happen because it's gonna be an amazing prank. But I'm glad that you all know. Okay, our guest is here. Come on in. Sit down. Oh, she's injured too. Thank you for braving injury to come on this podcast.
Get over here, Bridge.
Yeah, I braved it.
Nice to
I
meet you.
braved the injury. Hi, Bridget.
Akash.
Hi, Bridget.
Hi.
Thanks for
Andrew.
sitting down.
My gosh.
I'm mad that Birkenstocks. I didn't know Birkenstocks was the theme. I would.
You got Birks?
For sure, I do.
That's what's up. Why you guys hating, bro?
I came in late to the Birkenstock talk, so I wish I knew.
You don't need Birkenstocks,
No,
bro.
not my feet.
Have you
no,
seen Kaz's
bro.
feet?
No,
Listen.
you got
my
you
God.
got Frodo feet. It's like that.
Frodo
It's not
is
bad?
generous,
I've
dude.
done-
Dang.
I'm taking steps to curb that. But
Nah,
it's
dude,
still
it's
not.
too late.
Taking
dog.
steps? What kind of steps? Like
I got
carrot,
Frodo
like-
feet. Kaz built like a fucking centaur from the
Yeah,
ankles
it's
down.
not good.
Wow.
It's not a good look.
So it's just large, calloused, hairy,
I mean, it's not
crazy.
as callous anymore. It gets soaked, but it's still got like the weird toe thing
just-
going on.
it's just
but-
all-
we'll get to
awful.
his feet in a second.
It's
Kaz,
fine,
can you
it's fine.
introduce our guest, please?
Introducing our very special guest,
Yes.
very good friend of mine, longtime friend of
Yes.
mine, singer, songwriter. You could see her on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. You
Yes.
can see her on the Steve Harvey Show as well. Give it up for my good friend Bridget Kelly at the Flagrant
Wait, so
2
you do
podcast.
Steve Harvey's radio show?
His daytime show on it used to be on NBC.
Okay.
Fox.
And what do you do on that? I'm not familiar,
panel.
and I feel bad
Same.
because I'm
It's
usually
totally
very
fine.
prepared
Don't
for
worry
this.
about
I was
it.
just telling Akaash. Kaz just sends us your like one Instagram post. He doesn't like break the whole
said
thing
a lot.
down.
I
Great.
got the email and the songs and everything, but it's just like, this is my friend, and I feel
Right.
like she would
he
be
can,
a
he can,
great
he can text
person
me
to-
directly and be like, hey.
Okay. That's all
Which
we're
is
trying
what
to
I
figure out. I just want to set the table. Okay, so it's love and hip hop. Let
So
me
it's-
get this
yeah.
hair out of here. I don't know whose the hair that is.
Well, mine is green.
Okay.
So I can always tell when
So
it's not mine.
not yours. Okay, so love and hip hop Hollywood.
Yes, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I live in LA, even though
Okay.
I'm a New Yorker. I moved to LA.
Oh, you're from New York.
Yeah, I grew
Where?
up in Chelsea.
Chelsea. Gay.
Hello, do you not see the stripes?
see the
All the
rainbow
colors?
colors?
Like, come on.
No, okay. What? Wait, really? Chelsea?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to PS41 for
My
elementary
brother went to
school.
PS41.
Oh, now look
How old
at
are you?
y'all.
33.
Okay, no, I'm 35, so I'm a little older than you. But I used to play ball at PS40. I went to PS6, but keep on going.
Okay, PS41.
Okay, what middle school? Can I guess?
No, you wouldn't guess. You would
Oh,
get
you
it
got in
wrong.
trouble?
I went to a private school. For middle school.
Bougie.
Yeah. No, just smart. Okay, not bougie. Just
Which
really
one? I wanna
nerdy.
know how bougie
I went
was.
to.
You said you were smart, mad bougie. Just so you know, you literally turn your fingers up. Nah, just smart.
just smart, not bougie.
Which one? Which one?
De La Salle Academy. It's really small. It used to be.
Sounds familiar.
It used to be
Isn't that
on
a Catholic school?
kind of. It was run by Franciscan brothers, but it's not really a Catholic. It's not really Catholic. It's not. We don't do
by
mass.
Franciscan brothers.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, we had to go to mass and wear a uniform. It wasn't that
Well,
bad.
it's like private though.
It was just private.
Franciscan
Wear
brothers.
Franciscan, Chelsea. A lot of gay themes going on in this thing. Teach you how to be lesbians in this school? Is that what's happening, Brett?
No, I went to performing arts school. That's
Where?
where
Where?
I went to
Where?
LaGuardia. That's where they teach
With
you how to be a
Michael J?
lesbian. No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
And
Michael J-
Nikki?
Yes.
Oh, well, performing arts school is not gay, so there goes the theme.
Oh, could have fooled me.
So, Che's what, my age?
Che
Or maybe a year older
graduated.
than me.
A little older,
Che
I think.
I was either a freshman or a sophomore when Michael graduated.
Right, and then
So-
Nikki,
Nikki was already gone.
she was already gone. She was
Yeah.
a little bit older. Wow.
She old, son. How old is Nikki?
She's
pushing
not
40?
old. She's not old.
She
Nah,
up
she's not
there.
pushing 40. She's like what?
37 maybe?
Yeah.
That
like 30.
ain't pushing 40?
Yeah, now that I'm
You
looking
know
at it. Like,
what? Once we get to our 30s, we trying to hold on. Let us just hold on, okay? We holding on.
Listen, that's fine. You can hold on. Okay.
Here we go.
She's a little
I
old to
just
play
wanna
with Barbies,
set-
don't you
yeah,
think?
I want to set this whole thing up. I want to,
Yes.
understand who I am. I didn't know I was with a New Yorker. I thought I
Yeah.
was with the real LA
No.
folk.
No, I'm a New
You know what
Yorker.
I mean? This is New Yorker, and you're like New York, like Chelsea.
Like 212 New York, yes.
Really? Where in Chelsea exactly?
20th and 9th, actually.
20th and 9th. Those projects right there?
Right across the street, yes.
Where the Damon Wayans
Yes.
and the Wayans
All the
brothers
Wayans
are from?
grew up, yes.
Oh
it's funny you mentioned that because she has the
gosh.
Wayne head boot on right now.
I do have the Wayne head boot on.
Look at this.
How did that happen, by
This
the
is
way?
a real New Yorker.
I got run over by a Vespa in Paris.
No shit. That was still
Bougie,
kind of a
bro.
flex.
That's the most bougie shit
bougiest.
ever, dude. We get it. You're rich.
I got hit
We
by a
get
Vespa.
it, you're rich.
It's
We
not.
get it. You like gay things.
Dude, yeah, you are
Damn.
not making a case for
I'm
liking
not
cocks
at
at
all.
all.
I'm
Run
so
over by a
sorry,
Vespa?
guys.
Come
In
on.
Paris.
I know. There's nothing straight or masculine about
So
that
you
at
were
all.
you were saying something about you were.
Oh, Steve Harvey. So I mean, I'm an artist first. I'm a singer songwriter. So on Steve Harvey, I mean that really is just a panel called Straight Talk, and we just talk about relationships. It's me and two other women.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
So what the fuck you know about relationships?
Everything that I've done wrong, I want to tell everybody not to do. Please listen to me. I have trashed every relationship up until this
what are the
point.
mistakes we make? What
Yeah.
makes mistakes?
What are the
I'm
mistakes?
sort of in the doghouse a little bit.
Why are you in the doghouse right now?
Kaz was
You can't
licking his
afford to be
own
in the
hands.
doghouse.
Well,
He was in his dreams. He was licking his own hand because he hadn't had sex in so long. And his
not
girl
true.
got
This is
upset
not
because he
true.
was eating hand pussy all night, and his pregnant wife got very upset at
Hand
him.
pussy does not sound appetizing or like a good substitute
Let me
for
tell-
real
let me
pussy.
tell you
Depends if
exactly
you had
what
some
happened.
jollof rice before, maybe
I
it
came home
is.
from Cam's joint super drunk on Sunday.
Okay.
And I crashed out at like 10 p.m. probably.
Oh, dear.
And I fell asleep. And I woke up and she was sleeping on the couch, and I'm thinking,
Who
maybe
falls
she could
asleep
have
like this though? Who falls asleep?
That's how you were
So
asleep?
she saw me. She
Yo,
was
who
like,
sleep
the
like
reason why I was
that?
mad at you is because like you were eating out of your hand. I'm like, what does that mean? And like I was eating food out of my hand. She's like, no, like you were like licking your hand like it was like
Yeah.
a vagina. And I was like
it was some pumpernickel
and I laughed
pussy
because
lips.
I'm like, who the fuck? And he made a great point. It's like, yo, I'm so faithful that in my dreams,
Were you having a nasty dream though?
I don't remember any of this. Like, she told me this, I'm just like,
you don't even remember if you were having a nasty dream?
I usually would
You
remember.
lying.
these
You
things.
told us what you were dreaming about.
What was I dreaming about?
You said
Andrew?
that his child just got birth and he was just licking the afterbirth off of his.
Honestly,
Is that placenta?
if that was really the case, I would have been sleeping on the couch too. That's some bullshit.
No,
That's some bullshit, Cass.
I get
That's
it.
some bullshit.
I
That's
get
gross.
it, yo. So
That's a different level.
I need some advice. Like, what do I do right now?
How does he get out the doghouse? Yo, what if? What was
she really mad about though? Because that sounds like an
He
excuse.
wasn't eating pussy. He was
No,
sucking on his finger
you
real
know,
hard. That's what he was doing. That was the
So you came home, you were smacked. First of all,
I came
women,
home super duper smacked.
we have
and
FOMO, right? We're
she
the fun.
can't go out.
We're literally the fun police, and I cannot. I don't have any children, so I don't know what it's like to be. You know, as far along.
The one thing she'll do though is like she'll be like, "Oh, go out and have fun," and I don't know it's a farce. I know she doesn't really want me to go out and have fun.
No.
but I call her bluff.
That's not a farce. That's
We're
a
the
trap.
No, women are the fucking police.
Farce,
I'm
Cass.
telling you.
Ain't no farce. That's a trap.
You can't.
You take the bait.
But you
Nah,
just-
baby,
you
I want to
literally-
pretend to love you tonight.
not pretend to
You literally
love.
just finished saying like how my girlfriend is the coolest girlfriend in the world, which she is. She's amazing.
Ain't no
Yes.
woman above sitting in the
so you
trap.
don't get in trouble like I got in trouble 6 months ago, bro.
Damn, Cass.
Come on.
Pick up on something.
You got no subtle cues. That's why you're in the
Zero.
doghouse right now.
You're not helping nobody
But I
out,
don't- But
Cass.
you know, it was,
I'm too sad,
it was my
Cass.
best friend. One of my best friend's birthday.
Yes, of course.
How old is this
you know,
dude?
he's about 30, just turned 35.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you still having parties for at 35? Grow up. You finna have a baby, son.
Well, let you tell it. We pushing 40s at 35, so we might as well
Pushing
celebrate
40. I'm
every single
35.
year. We got to turn all the way up every day we get a chance to.
my God.
Nikki old as fuck.
It
real
really,
tough.
it really just sounds like it's fun police. So you just got to make it up to her. Be thoughtful.
Okay.
Be thoughtful. Get her
Okay.
flowers. Make her dinner. I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at
I
the
cook
job
I
off.
cook dinner every night. I got flowers. Eddie, you came to the crib. There was flowers right on the table. It was very nice.
Okay.
You enabling this
Thank you.
behavior, bro. That's
What
why
you mean?
I would be in a bad mood too if I got dinner every night out of it.
First of all,
You need to lay the law down.
No, get the fuck out of here. Y'all would all be pissed if you came home and your girlfriend or significant other is laying there slobbering all over her finger and not sucking you off. You'd
No,
be
I
pissed
wouldn't.
off.
I just drop my
Yeah,
dick
that's
right
what
there.
I'm
That's what I do.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pull that thing out. Put the thing that she wanted
Yeah,
to slobber all over.
that's teetering on non-consensual activity. Just saying.
Ain't no
I'm not just saying, like,
non-consensual
yo,
activities
there's nothing.
with marriage.
Just a little Me Too hit.
That's a
You know
slippery
how
slope.
often
That's a slippery
Teetering,
slope.
teetering,
Let me tell you what's slippery about
teetering,
that pussy. That's what's slippery.
teetering.
You know how often girlfriends will wake their man up with a blowjob?
This is true.
It's the
very true.
opposite.
And is that
fantastic.
teetering?
See? When the
I'm
shoes
not
on the
making a sound of a blowjob.
other foot, it's never that easy.
I mean, how many times have you been like, no,
She
I'm
already
cool?
sucking on her finger. You just substituting like a little Me Too lollipop.
Holy
This is
shit.
a real blow pop,
Oh my
bro.
God.
And some gum in the middle too. You look at
I cannot. But that's good to know.
Oh
That's
my
good to know that no
God.
one ever
Okay,
objects
so
to
we
that.
need relationship advice on this
Please.
show. All three of us.
Clearly.
Three of
Obviously.
us are in relationships.
It just sounds like
and
she was salty that she couldn't go out with you, and she felt
You know
a
what else
way that
salty?
you came home and you didn't just put your face in it like watermelon on the 4th of July. You was playing around with your hands instead. I'd be pissed off too.
How was I don't even remember the dream.
Yeah, but she was
Like,
sleeping. You can't Me Too her in her sleep. Apparently, according to you.
Well, she didn't even
So we
try.
gotta
According to
lick his
him, he don't even
hands
know what he was
before-
dreaming
I
about.
was
You're trying to Me
I
Too?
was not.
All right, we're not going to talk about this anymore. This is crazy.
But yes, I think you're doing the right thing. Keep doing what
we
you're doing.
want
Thank you.
relationship
I'm trying.
advice from you.
I don't think you want relationship
Why
advice.
not?
Andrew, you doing a lot.
I am.
You have all the answers.
No, I don't. I need to get the answers. That's why I'm an active listener.
This is true.
Is Andrew an active listener?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
All right.
That's
so-
very impressive.
much so.
No, I am
That's
active.
impressive.
So,
Most men are not active listeners.
we're not?
No.
We usually got to say some shit worth listening to. You can't be just saying some dumb shit about like what Megan felt today. Nobody give a fuck about Megan and her feelings.
It's true.
I mean, like, that's
It's
what we
fair,
becoming
but,
active.
I mean, but you just sometimes the same way that we gotta pretend to care about half the shit y'all talk about, you gotta pretend to care sometimes. too.
What you mean?
Wow.
You do.
I will gladly
What do we
trade.
talk about this board?
Yeah.
What do we talk about this board? What do guys say that's boring?
The majority of guys don't really have anything to say that's substantial in conversation. That's to us.
Facts.
Now, if I
That's
say the
facts.
same thing,
Hold on. This is a
To
good
us.
one. Tell us what's
the reason
boring.
I'm not gonna say it's boring because I'm not gonna qualify if it's good or bad. It's just a difference of interest and opinion, right?
Okay.
Right.
Majority of women, most women, are not really into sports. They don't give a shit about stats.
Correct,
And y'all can sit and talk about sports for fucking hours.
Yeah, but what happens
on
when you
end.
bring out that hammer?
What part of the conversation is that?
That's usually what ends the conversation.
Nothing else to say.
Y'all done with this
Conversation over.
small talk?
Nothing else to say. No more small talk. Problem solved. Problem solved.
Is there a dick beautiful enough that it could just be brought out in mid-conversation? You're like, all right,
There's
fine.
no dick beautiful enough to
Is there
shut up
one
a woman. I'll tell you that
beautiful-
right
Let
now.
me ask her.
I mean, you should probably ask the woman
Is
in the
there
room.
a dick beautiful? No. Just imagine the most beautiful dick you ever thought of in your life,
Okay.
right? I know you probably had one, at least one in your life.
I've
that was
seen
so
I've seen a
beautiful.
couple that are very well kept, very well put together.
Okay, now imagine
Not
it.
enough to shut me up though.
What about more
especially
beautiful?
when you're mad.
Especially when I'm mad.
What about more beautiful than that? Even more beautiful. Even more beautiful. Like no. Just imagine everything
No.
that makes that dick beautiful.
No.
And then a little bit more.
Listen, and women who watch this are going to be pissed off that I'm saying this. We hate to be wrong,
Right?
Even when we're wrong, we're still going to keep talking,
See,
right?
This is
So
this
it
is where,
doesn't matter.
Ooh, please get into
It
it.
really
Please get into
doesn't
it.
matter how
Hold on.
beautiful your dick is. I could be completely dead wrong and
Right.
still not shut the fuck up. It just won't happen.
Okay, this is hypothetically speaking.
There's no amount of beauty that a dick is. There's no amount of
woman
glisten.
in the world
There's
knows.
no amount of glisten that a dick is gonna have that's gonna make me shut up.
The
Nothing.
beautiful dick comes out, right?
Okay,
The
all right.
Beautiful
It
dick
glows,
You whip it
comes
out. It
it's shiny.
glows.
Right. And
It has a
in
song.
One hand, that'd be
beautiful
cool if it came with a
scent.
song,
It doesn't
right?
matter.
Yeah. Alexa, play "Bring in the Pain."
Definitely not. That's totally
Okay.
did not set the mood for that.
Okay, so what if the dick comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy just delicately just taps it twice on the top of your head, just on the back, just where a yarmulke would go, just a couple little, like a little poop poop, like that.
Very unholy. Very unholy.
What would that change anything?
No.
It might be unholy, but you finna get on your knees though, ain't you?
What?
I was just speaking Hebrew.
That was Jew shit.
I just went to a bar mitzvah.
He's annoyingly cultured, right? So like he'll say certain shit that you would not even
Time
know.
out. Is that a song that's accompanied by getting hit in the head with a dick?
No, it's accompanied by
translate.
chopping the tip of your dick off.
I mean, that's a feasible outcome. If you hit me in the back of the head with a dick, it's a feasible
But what if the
outcome
tip
to
is
get it
already
chopped
gone?
to get it chopped off.
Okay.
Have you ever wanted a guy to get circumcised and asked him if you would?
I don't deal with men that aren't circumcised.
Wow.
Eden, go
was a
back
lot
to
of
your
wild
fucking
shit there.
country, Eden.
I am
Go
proudly
back to
circumcised, thank you.
Nicaragua, Eden.
You say you're proudly uncircumcised, Eddie?
I am proudly circumcised.
Oh, okay.
There we
I was about
go.
to say, is there anybody in here uncircumcised?
Stop
Anybody?
it.
You?
No one wants to admit it right now.
No?
If they
Nobody?
aren't. So
I'm circumcised,
I'm
but
circumcised.
Eden's not circumcised.
This is-
How would you know that?
Because you
Wow.
showed me your dick. It didn't look
I thought you wouldn't tell
circumcised.
anybody.
No, it didn't. His dick looked like a blunt.
Yikes.
Like
Well, I don't smoke backwoods either, so there goes that.
Oh, there you go.
Damn, you bougie, son.
Extremely.
I'm
Extremely.
a singer. They're bad for my voice.
Sure.
What?
This is true.
Backwards.
We're talking about
No.
I told you it's a lie.
I know.
I told you it's a lie. I
Foreskin
warned
is bad
you.
for your vocal cords. It's hilarious.
I mean, I might start to claim that. I might be like, listen, I'm so sorry.
Now you gotta.
I'm so sorry. I really can't. I can't engage.
Crying off that.
I can't engage.
So if a guy had an uncircumcised penis, it would be something that you weren't that attracted to.
No, it's like, no.
Not
No,
into it.
I'm not
Now,
into it.
Hypothetically speaking, how would you feel if a guy didn't like the way your vagina looked? If there was some of your vagina hanging out a little bit like a jellyfish?
Wow. Like a jellyfish?
Yeah. Would you feel a little offended that they didn't want to do that?
Like the octopus in Finding Nemo.
There we go. Just
Wow.
everything everywhere.
The shoes on the other foot. And this leads to my question about accountability with women. by the way.
Wow.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. I think that's important. I think that's
How
important.
would you feel about that?
I would be okay. I'm actually very confident. I'm very confident in the appearance and performance of my vag. I really don't have any insecurities about it. So, I mean, if a guy felt uncomfortable, I'd be like, okay, cool. It's all you, bro.
I think somebody else will be okay with it.
Absolutely. Just like, I mean, that's the response I would expect for a guy to give me about,
His uncircumcised
trying to wear a hoodie in the pool. Like, that's what that feels like to me. That's what it means.
Wait, so have you ever experienced the uncircumcised penis, and does it feel different? Or?
The sight of it was just not a thing for me. I just
Shuts off
couldn't
the
even. It
valve.
just totally,
Just nothing.
it turns the faucet all the way off. There's nothing there for
Jeez.
me.
Now, have you ever been in a relationship and you were okay with the guy in the relationship dating another girl?
No,
You would never be okay with that.
no.
Would you ever bring another girl into the relationship for like a little threesome action?
I think it depends. It depends.
Really?
Yeah, I think it
On?
depends.
What's the depending things?
It depends. It depends. Honestly, it depends on on my trust level and transparency with the guy.
Okay.
That
So
would
you've
really
done
be
this.
what it's
Have you
about.
done this before?
Have I had threesomes before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the best? Now, did you go, hey, we should have a threesome, or did the guy say it?
So, I can reference two experiences.
Okay.
One best threesome experience, honestly, was with two other women and not a guy
No
at all.
dudes.
Women eat
Wow.
women eat pussy better. I'm
I
sorry.
did not know about this.
Oh, I
about you.
believe
This is
that
fantastic.
100%.
Yeah, clearly.
So I mean, that's kind
How
of
did that come about?
that's a whole other story.
Well, let's start
this
there.
is the
No, no.
story.
No,
This
no.
is the place to tell that
No,
story.
We'll leave that where that is.
I feel like that's the only story.
I think
Ain't
Akaash
no
said
other
that very
story.
beautifully. So I would like to know how that happens. I would like to know how
It was three single women, experimental, and we just
Who proposed it?
who
one of
said
the
it
other
first?
girls. One of the other girls did.
And how did she say it? What was the line?
I don't remember, but we were. I mean,
Paint a picture for us.
No,
Yeah,
no, it's not a picture worth painting. It's not a picture worth
Really?
painting.
Now, was she like a very feminine girl like you? Was she
Both were. We
so
were
was
all really feminine.
All super fem.
Yeah.
So if you were with a woman, that's the type of woman you would be into, not like a dudely.
No, if I was being into women, it would be a really feminine woman.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. The other one though, I was the girl that was brought in, and it was a relationship situation, and that was really uncomfortable
What
because
happened?
she was super into it, and he was kind of left out, not left out, but per se, but the energy.
Really?
So he kind of felt away after, and I
Okay.
felt bad because I was friends with both of them, and it was a
Yeah.
little bit weird.
So you're saying during the sex, you and her were doing it more, and he was like supervising it, right?
More so.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Which I mean, he seemed to be into it, and then when it was very clear
When
there was
it's
no
clear
room
that
for
you're
him at
just-
all, it was
yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
You're just getting cucked out at that point.
Dude, awful. I've been.
You're just watching live porn at that point.
I've been
Have
cucked
you?
out like that.
With your
Yeah.
girl though?
No, with these two girls, and they just they were really, and I was.
I
Just
know. What do you
kinda
do? What do you
sucks,
do in
but
that
this
moment?
is like
just felt like a squirrel. You know what I mean? I was just trying to find a little place to put the dick. You know what I mean? Like, where can I hide this?
Where can I hide
this dick? I got some dick I'd like to hide. You know what I mean? Anybody need some dick over
just
here?
trying to
You guys
store
good?
your nuts somewhere. That's all.
Walking around like a hobo. I got spare dick here.
Spare dick for anybody.
Spare dick for
Just
anybody.
useless. I think at one point, like, I just kind of sat down on the bed,
Just
just
watched.
started tweeting shit. Like, I was just like, "What are y'all
no.
done, man?" Yeah, they were really into it.
That sucks.
I just wanted to go to sleep.
Oh my god.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Being a boyfriend though is even worse because it's like
Oh, dude.
I'm with this girl.
Yeah, you gotta have
100%
that conversation
cheating on me.
afterwards.
And now you feel like there's a bunch of shit you didn't know before you got there.
You fucked up a relationship between two friends. Ain't that crazy?
I actually didn't. They
are they still together?
actually,
They're good.
they stay together.
I'm
They're
not
married.
gonna lie.
No
There's
shit.
part of
Yeah,
me
they're
that
married.
would
They have
be
a baby
like,
now.
I'd maybe like use that time to get some work done. Because my girl couldn't be upset at me. She said, "Why aren't we hanging out?" It's like, "Well, you getting your pussy ate? I didn't, I didn't interrupt that." So I'm gonna do some emails or whatever. That's
You should invite her over weekly.
yeah. This is perfect house time. This is
I got
great.
to balance my books. Just
Yeah.
like,
Usually I have to take a shit to do that, but now, babe, I gotta shit again. I take 4 shits a night.
Oh my god.
Is that what it takes to get some me time for a guy in a relationship?
What? No way. Kaz, is that true?
We
No.
out here taking
I
fake
mean,
shits.
listen.
I got a
my
hemorrhoid off
girl-
of taking fake shits.
My girl legitimately gets mad at me when I'm in the bathroom too long because I'll like take the shit and just sit
Soak
there
it
and
up
just get
For a second and just
That's
have
my
your moment.
office. Like I'll
Have
got
your
my
moment.
phone. I'll send emails out. Like I got my iPad. I'll do all types of shit. So are you still in there? I'm like, yeah. So you all right? I'm like, yeah. I'm just here.
That's brilliant. I just be getting in trouble.
Bro, use that bathroom, dog. There's a reason it stinks. It's so we can have privacy. God built that in. If it smelled good, our girl would be with us in there while we shit.
Watching that shit
That's
happen.
very true.
God knew we needed some time, yo.
We would.
That's a big, threshold in a relationship too, when you're just like watching each other shit.
Yeah.
I ain't crossed
I'm
that
not gonna
You
watch.
haven't crossed
I'm not
that yet?
gonna
I ain't
watch
crossed
it.
that one.
Seriously?
No.
Has she watched you?
No.
Why? Oh my gosh.
Now you know what they do eat Indian food, bro. I don't know if you want to be around
saying,
that
it's a
shit,
different-
dog.
Valid.
That's a valid
Valid.
point. That's a valid point.
Bro, it's a
I don't
different
want to walk in
level.
there and smell that, bro.
How long have you been with your girl though, and then and that not be a thing?
Almost 4 years.
And you've never been in the bathroom? Neither one of y'all been
No,
in the
why
bathroom?
would we do that to each other?
Why
What about
not?
pee? You ever hear her pee stream?
Oh, pee, I don't mind.
But do you hear the
Okay.
stream?
That shit is strong, son. That shit is strong,
Girls
dog.
pee strong, bro.
That shit is.
When I gotta follow my girl in
Emasculating,
there,
yo.
I be pushing so hard just to
I'm like trying to catch
You
up.
like you gotta
You
compete?
gotta have more bass than me. You know
Like
what I
I'm
mean?
doing a
Like-
show and she's a hungry middle. You know what I mean? Just crushing in front of me.
Wow.
Bladder strong as shit. Like,
Bro.
It's even a pissing contest when it's a pissing contest.
Son, it's
Just know I'm learning a lot
that
about
stream
men.
is
Learning a
different,
lot.
dog. That stream is different.
Oh man. Nah, but you gotta watch
The
your girl shit.
Ghostbusters could shoot that shit out of their guns.
the proton
No,
pack.
Yo, women's bladder's a fucking proton pack, dog.
Real talk, don't cross the stream, man.
Oh my gosh. But you gotta watch your girl shit. Like you have to.
Nah.
That has to be a thing.
I ain't watching my girl.
You have to.
You've done that?
Yes. I watched my girl shit like yesterday.
He about to watch her have a baby. She about to shit out a baby. So
Yeah,
like,
facts, like, bro.
She might take a shit while she's having
Yeah.
a baby.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
she
better
told
get
me about
ready.
that. She was
It
like,
might
it's
be a
gonna be
thing.
really.
Apparently that's
that's why
apparently
you
what
stand
happens.
at the head of the bed.
Nah,
Don't see
I want to
what-
see. I want to see all of it.
No,
I
you
want to see.
don't.
Nah, I'm
bro.
telling you,
never
I'm
look
telling
at
you.
the
whole experience.
I'm telling you.
I want the whole experience. It's my first one.
You
I want
seen
all that?
You seen childbirth?
On YouTube, but like I haven't been in a room to see the childbirth. Nah.
I've been in a room. It's the most vile shit I've ever seen in my life,
Bro,
son.
you don't want to look because you want to still find your girl 100%
I still will. You know what?
the baby-
because I'm fucked up like that. Like the strength that takes, like turns me on even more.
Oh, get the fuck
I
out
swear
of
to
here,
God,
you liar.
I swear to God,
Kaz
bro.
is so,
Kaz in a
Kaz is so
doghouse.
in love with
I
his
swear to
girl
God, bro.
that he's totally okay watching her shit and
Dead
have a baby
ass.
at the same time.
Dead ass. I've known this girl for 16 years, bro. That's like high
He's
school.
trying to get out the
swear.
doghouse.
Oh, I mean, I'm already out of it, but you know.
Man, you ain't out of
I was hoping somebody would give me some help. Thanks a lot.
Yo, we were here
motherfuckers.
for you. We're asking, our
I
relationship
said, yeah,
questions.
you're a good
You're asking
boyfriend.
about threesomes that had nothing to do with Kaz.
We were done with Kaz at that
No,
point.
Just so we're
to
clear.
be fair,
Just so we're clear.
Before
he
that,
is having sex with his pregnant girl.
What we're not going to talk about right now. What we're not going to do. What we're not going to do.
I'll tell you
All
this.
right.
the-
We have the line, right? That's it, right there. We're staying. We're staying right back
I'm just
here.
saying,
No. I will flip this table right now.
Why?
I will flip this table right now.
You know who else is probably upset is your baby having to feel his dad's dick all up in his mom.
I think we should take this out while this is.
Oh, yeah,
making me
because that's going to be
It was just
fucking...
weird.
This is what the
There's in
baby
Dark
feels
Knight.
constantly.
Fucking the Joker.
Oh my God, you guys.
Talk about
that was
consent.
coming.
Consent is important.
my
Consent
gosh.
is important.
It
See,
is. Let's talk about music. We'll talk about some music.
So what is
I first met Bridget several years ago.
Yeah. When you were having a threesome with your girlfriend. She made you sit there like a punk. That's where you learned how to lick your fingers.
Jesus Christ.
Oh gosh. Anyway, I met Bridget several years ago.
You think that's why babies suck their
she
thumbs
was-
because they're
yo,
traumatized from dad's fucking
Shut the fuck up, yo. Jesus
months?
Christ.
Months of
Kaz is probably huge too. That's
Oh,
the thing. You gotta be
somebody
careful,
sent us.
dog.
Somebody sent us.
Hey, you gotta be careful, Kaz.
You remember
with that.
somebody sent us Kaz's dick print?
Oh, dude, yeah, they sent it, your dick print.
Oh yeah.
That shit was as
And
big
it was
as-
soft, but it was massive,
Yo.
dog. You gotta be careful, dog. You gotta be
There's
careful.
nothing's gonna hurt
That shit was a
baby, bro.
French baguette, dog. You can buy Kaz's dick at Trader Joe's.
To be
son.
fair, it was more of a pumpernickel back then.
Buy Kaz's dick at Trader Joe's.
More of a multigrain, I would say.
Yeah,
you know?
100.
A honey oats.
Okay, so
Oh fuck.
Not honey oats.
not honey oat.
Not
Why?
honey oats.
Nah,
You
that
like
shit
that
is
one from
filling.
Subway?
Filling?
Yeah.
Nice brown.
Okay, so
So yes.
outside of concern, for like safety issues, where I do want to get back to music.
Yes.
Now,
Okay.
you have a single that's coming out. When you release this single, Can you do me a favor? Sure. Can you just release every song as a single and be the second artist to do that with great success? I mean, that's what Tekashi did, right? He would just release single every month. The album, who cares? Just release the single every month. Make it a thing. Make it something that we look at. Make it something we want to digest. Something we're looking forward to. Why the whole album?
Well, I'm not doing a whole album. I'm doing an EP.
How many is that?
5.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Nice.
But still, why not?
And the single is one of the 5. So technically, there's only 4 more that come after that. And we're doing a short film around it. So it's just
there's
gonna be
a
this
bigger
cool little
project
video.
with this.
Well, yeah, it'll be a visual that covers all the songs, and then the actual EP, and then I'll do another EP in like a couple months.
Nice.
So it'll be like 5 songs, 4 or 5. We just keep dropping little things that go.
So constant content. Love that.
Constant.
Okay, music
Yes.
videos for these or no?
Yeah.
Does the music video? There was a time where the music video dropped off in popularity. Now it almost feels like with YouTube and Vivo, that
Instagram TV.
Instagram TV did a video can promote a song again. I think there was a
Yeah.
time where it was meaningless,
Right.
and now
I think because directors got lazy after a while.
well, the budgets went down.
The budgets
went down.
went down because you were able to film stuff on like an iPhone because
Right.
people could make videos on an
You
iPhone.
just put on
Right.
World Star and just,
Yeah.
Because
And nobody's
everybody
watching
got
MTV.
creative.
And
No
I don't
one's
think the industry realized Vivo was going to be a big thing or YouTube was going to
Right.
be the big thing.
Right.
So they were like, we're not spending money on this.
right.
So
sense.
now they do, like your company, your record label or whatever it is like, hey, this is an important part of the rollout.
Because I'm doing an EP, I feel like I wanted to. I mean, we're doing literally just one long form video with all the songs in the video.
Oh, okay. So like
Yeah,
a short film.
so it'll be like a short film.
Nice,
So it'll just be
nice.
like a consistent story. And I mean, it's for me, it's nostalgic with a lot of different videos that I love from when I was a teenager and
Like?
a kid. So, like A. Marie, Why Don't We Fall in Love?
One of my favorite videos. And
Kelly
songs
Rowland
ever.
and
Oh my
Nelly's
God.
Dilemma. You know what I mean? Like there's some cute little. There we go. It was just like it's some cute, romantic, fun, sexy summer shit. So that's that's the vibe. There it is. I love the ad-lib.
Wait. For me,
Yes.
when you do this video, there's a part when Kelly Rowland is trying to text Nelly through an Excel spreadsheet. And she gets mad.
I remember that. That was
She
talking
gets
about that.
mad when she doesn't text
Yes.
her back. Please keep that scene in the video.
I'm just so mad that we
Is it
don't have
recorded already?
sidekicks anymore. No. That
my
really would have been
gosh.
the ultimate to like flip. Remember the sidekicks?
Yeah,
It was,
get one. You got a
fucking
budget?
thing, and then
get a sidekick
I have to
somewhere.
find one.
Go
I
to
have to find
Connecticut.
one.
They got them still up there. Or like Hartford. They still
New Haven, I
beepers and
guarantee
shit,
you,
yo.
New Haven outside of
Guaranteed.
Yale.
They're like
They
a
have 'em.
good like 20
outside of
years
Yale,
behind.
Yeah.
and I'm bougie.
Yo,
I'm
he's
Indian. So I'm
Indian.
not
That
supposed to
doesn't
know.
count.
They're
good
fucking
schools.
Disneyland.
That's where my girl and I are honeymooning.
That's where I was
vacation
born in
to
Yale.
Harvard.
Duh.
Harvard. We're going to
How did you not
Harvard
know
on family
that?
vacation.
That's our Hogwarts. Is Harvard.
Oh man.
Okay,
Now,
so you release it. Go.
Yes.
So like I was saying before, I met you several years ago.
Yes.
When you were singing with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
For Empire State of Mind. When if Alicia Keys wasn't there.
We're coming up on
you'd be
10
there.
years since
Almost
then.
10 years since then.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years since the Yankees last won a World Series too.
Yes, I
So
know.
just tell me a little bit about that experience because I think that kind of like first like got you to the outside world and like people kind of starting to notice you. And
It was kind of fucked, honestly.
Really?
Wow.
Because for that to be my first experience, my first show ever as an artist was at Madison Square Garden
Wow.
with Jay-Z.
Oh, so you're spoiled, you think?
So
You came out the gate like it's gonna be like this all the time.
right, I was like, I had my own, went on tour, got
Yeah.
to, you know what I mean, and it was a priceless experience, really incredible memories. And I love all those guys still. But yeah, it set the bar really, really high. So it's kind of like for that to be my first show, it's like, am I ever? Most artists want to get to a place where they're constantly topping everything that they're doing.
Yeah.
Never gonna top that. So it was like,
Wow.
okay, well.
But you could headline it.
Yeah, of course.
That
Well,
could be the
that's
top.
always the goal. But I think in my mind, like for my career to have started so backwards that way was kind of like, damn, okay, well, it gave me something to look forward to, but also kind of like it did spoil me a little bit.
Was it shitty to go back to much smaller venues?
No, I actually enjoy smaller venues. I enjoyed smaller venues more than I did bigger venues because
Really?
it's more
Intimacy?
intimate. Well, I mean, yeah, it's more intimacy, but I'm a singer too. If I was a rapper, maybe it'd be a little different. But being a singer, it's like you actually get to see people's faces. You get to see which songs people respond to more.
Interact.
Yeah, I mean, and it's doing
Comics.
R&B music is always about like it's always about relationship shit anyway. So it's easy when there's women in the crowd. Everyone's just like connected. Everybody's vibing. Everybody's in their feelings. So it's a great intimate crowds are definitely the move.
When you're doing a live show, will you do songs from other artists as well in your set? And that's pretty common.
Yeah.
Do those artists ever feel a way about that, or is that completely accepted in music, covering another artist's song?
I think if you do it during a live show, like in a transition, so like my band and I will transition from my song into another song and then back into, like I have a song called In the Gray, and it's the same chords, like the melody is the same as Music Soul Child's Just Friends. So it's easy for me to transition into that song and then I go back into my song. So in a live set, it kind of feels like we just kind of did it on the fly, like we gives like a jam session vibe. I mean, I would never record it and put it out that way. So most artists don't care. They kind of they're flattered and honored when you pay homage in a way that's live and you do it well.
Interesting. Yeah,
Most
I was
artists.
curious about that.
Some artists don't. Some artists take it personally, but I mean, nobody's ever taken anything I've done personally.
Wait, some artists will be like, "Hey, don't play my songs during."
Well,
your
I mean,
set.
I think Ella Mai got mad at Jacquees about that.
Ella Mai
Yeah,
thing when like Jacquees put out the
remix for Trippin', yeah.
which
was really dope. Honestly,
Yeah,
it was actually a really dope remix.
It was a great
and
remix that Ella Mai was like, nah.
She didn't really appreciate it. So.
why you think? Why
I mean,
did she
for a
react that
while, like it kind of did better than her version for a long time. Yeah, so
I mean, it brought more attention to her version.
exactly.
But
she might have been a one-hit wonder if it wasn't for that, though.
She wasn't thrilled by it. So.
Facts. Yeah.
Really?
So that's honestly the first time I've ever seen an artist respond or react like that. Usually it's like, okay, well, screw it. We're all here. Let's make a remix out of it so we can get to the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ah.
But that ended up not being the case. So.
And what happens with remixes? Like, if you remix a song and you put it out, but you're not the official remix, like, is there revenue there, or
I think that they
there
split
could
it,
be,
right?
but that's why if it's not an official, that was part of the argument too. With Ella Mai was kind of, she was annoyed because he was promoting the song, he was promoting his version of the song, and obviously he didn't pay the producer for the track. The production budget came out of her budget, so it was kind of like she had done her work, done the groundwork to secure her record, and then somebody kind of came along and piggybacked on a song that already existed and tried
and you
to
could like
make
tour
money.
on records like that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even need to, make the music technically streaming it, but
Right.
you can still hit clubs and hit.
Right, because those are records that play in the club.
Yeah.
So it's kind of he was able to go. He could go anywhere in the club and sing his version of her song and make money. And
that's like
that's a little controversial.
I mean, for
Yeah.
comedians, it's almost kind of
you
like
could never do that.
That's
probably why I asked, but you
Yeah.
could never
Yeah.
do. Like, you'd be out the business.
yeah. And the
To
other
take
comedian's
somebody
not going to
else's
come up to
sketch?
you and be like,
Yeah,
hey,
no.
let's go on tour together.
I mean,
Like,
that's
no.
it's what happened to Mencia.
Yeah, that's what happened with Mencia, and then
Really?
Joe Rogan like approached him on stage because comics are the biggest gangsters in entertainment. Did you know we're the biggest gangsters in
I
entertainment?
did not. Now I know.
We are.
Okay.
We're the biggest gangsters in all of entertainment. It used to be rappers, but they're all soft now. They get offended by jokes. So
Most people get offended by jokes. Everybody's too sensitive
you know
now.
who doesn't?
Everybody's too
You know who
sensitive.
doesn't?
Comics.
because we the biggest gangsters in entertainment. We so gangster though. When you think about it.
God damn.
It's true because you can really you gotta have thick skin to be able to make jokes about other people that probably don't have thick skin.
Facts. You gotta have thick skin to even just do this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a show that you got to have thick skin.
Yeah, he was reading death threats today before he got here. Which is
You
like-
get death threats?
Oh, dude, all the time.
Why?
Part of the game.
All the time?
Who makes death threats? Who makes death threats to you? In your
just-
Birkenstocks. I'm so confused.
If they only knew.
Birkenstocks?
You gotta perform in the Berks. That's what I'm saying.
One of
This
these
is a
days. One of
vibe.
these
No,
days.
this is such a vibe.
One of these days, I'm definitely gonna do it. No, I'm getting ready for Japan, yo.
Oh, hence
gonna-
is this a silk shirt that we got going on?
I'm not sure what this is, but
giving
I feel like it's Japanese vibes.
It
I feel
is.
like with the Burks, it's Japanese vibes.
Nice.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
What?
No, I had to clear something out my throat. Call it cum.
Yikes.
Oh
Okay.
my god! You should probably read some ads.
I wasn't. No, we will. I wasn't gonna tell the story.
Okay.
But I will tell it in defense of. We were talking about how people are so offended by jokes, and so it's
Yeah.
very easy. And I was not going to share, but I will say, recently I did a joke about Drake.
Okay.
Right, and I was saying that the reason why Kawhi Leonard went to play for the Clippers in LA is because Drake was the one telling him to stay. And it's like Drake can't convince Drake to stay. And I said, like, Drake doesn't care about Toronto. Like I said, the only 6 he's holding down is his baby mama. That was the joke. Right.
Good joke.
Now,
Great fucking joke.
Now,
Yeah.
you go yikes.
But I mean, it's funny. It's not like
funny, right?
it's
Now,
not.
absolutely, it's a funny joke. It's whatever. Last night, Drake DMs me with a laughing face, with tear face, and then goes, "Well played." And and immediately, I'd always thought that Drake had a good sense of humor. He was willing to like laugh at himself, and like you were even saying with the Chris Brown video and everything like that. But in that moment, I was like, "Oh, that's why you're 10 steps ahead of everybody here."
Yeah.
Always.
You're 10 steps because
Always.
How many rappers, if I made that joke about them, would be like, "Yo, when you come to my city, it's
We've already
on.
had that.
When you come I can't go to Somalia if I go to, but it's like how many? And he understood that it was a joke.
Yeah.
Didn't get, and now, as like a comic, I'm like, oh, he's a good guy.
He's a good sport.
He's a good sport.
Yeah.
I gotta like him now.
I hated Drake until 12 hours ago. Now I can't. I wanna.
That's a comic.
It's hard.
I wanna. I was when you were
Why
talking
do you
about the
hate
video, I
him?
was so ready to hate.
Why do you hate Drake? Why did you hate Drake until 12 hours ago?
I actually had a bit that I used to do where I was like, I like living vicariously through rappers. I
Okay.
can live vicariously through DMX. He's robbing motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Fucking everybody, smoking crack. These are all things I wish I could do, but don't.
Crack?
You know what I mean? And I said, Drake,
You can still smoke crack.
I
if you
could,
want.
but it ain't worth it. D did that for me. D did that. So hopefully I don't have to go through that. But Drake
God.
is just like this light-skinned dude who heartbroken all the time. I can't live vicariously through him. I am him. You know what I mean?
It's too relatable.
It's just mad relatable.
Right.
It's the same motherfucker.
Yeah. He mirrors me. He mirrors all your shit.
I can't watch this. That's yeah, no, I completely understand. But
That's
it
a
was
good point.
interesting to see.
I think a lot of rappers are trying to, at least the new age rappers are trying to not take things so personally. I think the Baby is a good example of a new rapper
He's
that
the
doesn't
best.
take
But
anything
he's still gonna knock
seriously.
you out.
Yeah.
He'll still knock you out, but he's down to laugh at really funny shit. He doesn't take himself that seriously. I mean,
But he set that bar already by knocking people out.
Right.
Right, so it's like you're gonna get
so it's like
crazy
we can
about it.
laugh, but if you,
Yeah.
I mean, but that was like somebody that was really antagonizing him. Like
That's
people
fair.
really,
and the guy
that's really
antagonizing wasn't
harassed,
doing it
like-
as jokes. He was actually doing
Right.
it for
It's a
real.
weird thing
So
now
you
that
get it.
rappers kind of have to have a sense of humor, or like they
have
have
to.
Yeah.
Well, yo,
like
so
Tyler the
so there's
Creator.
there's
Yeah.
a couple, right? So like you look at Lil Uzi Vert, right?
Right.
He's someone I've always looked at. Like this guy has a great sense of humor. He knows
Yeah.
exactly what he's playing into.
Right.
He knows exactly the sensibilities he's tickling.
Yeah.
You got what's it
Tyler
called?
the Creator?
Tyler as well, and even
The flex freestyle. Can we talk about that?
we haven't spoken about that.
We haven't spoken about that.
Oh my God! Did you see this?
no.
You didn't see
You
the,
haven't
the
seen this.
Tyler
I haven't
flex
seen it.
freestyle?
Oh yes, no, I did on
Yes.
Flex. Yes,
Hot butt
I did.
sex.
I
He's
did.
just saying a bunch of gay
I
shit.
did. He was
Yeah.
saying a
Just
lot of gay
trolling him
shit.
the whole time.
We
like-
call that white boy fun. This is something that we've been doing for about 20 years.
Yeah.
Like white.
Maybe
we
a
love,
little bit longer than 20 years.
We love it.
We
We
love
love it.
some good gay jokes.
But we love it. But you know, Tyler, he has appropriated this from us, which we're okay with. But he has done it in such a brilliant way, and he's playing off of the severe homophobia
Yeah.
that a guy like Funk Flex has, right? So like, Funk Flex was so homophobic that he couldn't even entertain a hypothetical situation in a rap. Tyler
In a
goes
freestyle,
in a
right.
freestyle. He goes, "Me and Flex looking for some buff, big neck."
looking through the index for some hot butt sex.
Something like
Some
that.
shit
No,
like
no,
that.
some buff dude. He
Some
said
buff dudes for some hot butt
butt
sex.
sex.
Yeah,
And then Flex goes, "Whoa, whoa!"
Rather than laugh, like he could have just he could have
And
just
that's
shrugged
the
that off.
genius of Drake.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Drake would have laughed at it.
Yeah.
Drake would, you know what I mean? Like, Drake would be,
He
you got an
would've.
index of those dudes? Like,
Right.
Or whoever else understands that. They
very
would have
true.
leaned into it. And I love that Tyler's exposing it. And I love that Tyler's like making that humor cool for a bunch of younger kids who probably don't harbor the same homophobic sentiment.
Right.
That like maybe their parents are like the rappers they might have looked up to.
Right.
Because Tyler had the #1 album.
Yeah.
And his album is actually
Beat
really
Khaled.
fantastic.
Beat
Beat Khaled,
album.
like
Yeah.
so he has the youth. Maybe you don't hear it on the airways, but he got the youth.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, that's
100%.
why he did Hot 97. Like for years,
Yeah.
he was so against like doing anything with Flex, doing anything with like Hot 97. Like
He didn't want to do anything with any of the OGs at
none
all.
of that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
So like that. I mean, that's
Because they didn't get his gay joke, son.
I mean, like I don't know the exact reason, but like he kind of seems like a DIY type of dude. So
Yeah.
like he was much more like reaching the youth, like kind of doing it.
Well,
for
he wanted,
himself and
he wanted to do
shit.
the grassroots shit himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he really the mind
worked
blowing
out.
the mind blowing factor for me was festivals. Seeing him at festivals and watching how crazy kids go whenever he
Nuts.
comes on stage, it was like, okay, this kid's a star. Even if we don't know any, I couldn't before this album, I could not name one Tyler the Creator song.
I still
I was not
only
a fan.
know that one. The
I'm a fan.
Oh, he-
I love
I
Igor.
gotta be a fan
I love
of-
Igor. I'm here for
Yes.
all of it.
I gotta
video-
stand for all Nigerians.
The
so.
video where he like ate the fucking bugs or whatever, like
Yonkers.
wild ass.
I remember that when he ate the
video.
cockroach and then threw it
Love
up.
that.
That was nuts. I was like,
Yeah.
nope, I'm cool. I'll pass. And now it just wasn't my style back then. But I like the shit he's doing now. It's musical. It's cool. It's creative. I
Yeah,
think
man.
confidence is the new gimmick.
Yeah. Whatever
Like,
you do, just do. Be
Whatever you
great
do,
about
just be
that
right.
shit.
Whatever you do, just
Yeah.
own your shit. Like, who's gonna tell you anything? Like the
100%.
baby could probably make the same fucking jokes, and there's not one person in the room that's gonna square up with him and be like, nah, son, that was gay.
That was
It's
the same
like
thing with Young Thug. Like, he
Right,
was
Young
wearing-
Thug
he was
came out in
wearing
a dress.
dresses.
I love it.
He was wearing dresses around because he had a fucking
his
Uzi
entire
under the dress
his album
all the
cover was
time.
like him in like a Southern Belle
Yeah.
gown. Like
That was the
nobody's
running
gonna
joke.
yeah.
Nobody's gonna make fun of a dude wearing a dress because underneath the dress he would always keep like a fucking
Right.
guns the size of a little Bow Wow. Like that's what he would keep underneath the dress every time.
That's
he'd
why
wear it.
he wore the
That's
dress?
why he would wear it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about a trench coat?
No, that's
Dress.
a trench coat definitely says serial killer though.
Facts.
Yo, and you check a dude with a trench coat if you're a cop.
That
But
is
if you're a
100%.
cop and you see a black dude
In
with
a-
a
in a
fucking
dress?
sundress on,
No.
I'm not patting you down. You might enjoy that
It's like,
a
you
little
go right
too
ahead,
much.
sir.
Yeah. Have a lovely day. Wow.
You go right ahead, miss.
Right.
Hey, let's pay. We got to pay some
Pay
bills
some
for
bills.
a second. Will you hang
Okay.
out with us for a minute, or
Yeah,
do you
let's
got to
pay
run?
bills. No, let's pay bills. I like
Okay.
pay bills. Are we paying my bills too or just your
Also,
bills?
yours, of course.
Great.
Also.
Now,
Great.
guys, if you're listening to this right now, that means that this podcast is now available on Audio Mack. Audio Mack, that's AUDIOMACK, is the free music and podcast streaming app that lets you stream and download the hottest albums, mixtapes, songs, playlists, and podcasts, along with Audio Mack exclusives. Are you going to be on Audio Mack? You better be when you drop this album.
I better be.
You better be. Discover the best new songs by browsing the trending page. Check out the library of carefully curated playlists. There's one for every mood. I'm telling you, the game right now is going to be in curation and playlists, and that's not only for music, that's not only for podcasts, that's for comedy, for everything. It's all about the playlist. There's so much content out there. We need a way to weed through it and make sense of it. And the people who will win, the people who create the best playlist will be the people that we are drawn to. So the DJs, your game is going to be outside of live experiences. Your game and your equity is going to be built in creating these playlists for these different networks or like streaming apps. Anyway, take your favorite songs and podcasts offline to save your data. I love that. I love that fact that you can actually keep the songs so you don't have to be streaming the whole time. Audio Mack is here to move music forward. Available now on the App Store and Google Play. Go check out Audio Mack. Now we are back to
Now we're
the
back
show.
paying bills.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yo, so how long are you in the city for? How long we got you?
I am here for 2.5 more weeks. My EP drops on the 16th. My single drops on Friday, so I'm really excited about that. It's called Lucky You. It's kind of cool.
Can you sing some of it for us?
No, I can play it.
Yeah,
We can play it. I feel like we had it. I feel like we sent it to
hope
you. I
not,
feel like
yeah.
we sent
Well,
it
I
to
have-
guys.
But we might get flagged if we
Yeah,
play
we
it.
might get flagged.
Will you get
for YouTube,
flagged?
so- Yeah, you know
Yeah.
how YouTube does. Like if you put
What
songs
the
on without
fuck?
clearing it and all that type
That's
of stuff.
actually
That's
a
annoying.
conflict of interest because you want people to.
Right.
Right, that's silly.
It's a weird, I guess, glitch in the algorithm like that. But
Okay, can I ask you
Okay,
what is
glitch
the
in the
music for,
I'm gonna email it to you
activity
right now.
wise? I was with a guy named Paul Wall, the rapper.
Yes.
He said he makes music for driving. He's in these
Yeah.
driving clubs, and that's what he tries to create.
Me
is
too.
that- So you make music for driving.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's how I test all my records. I play them in the car.
So you put the album on,
Mm-hmm.
you take a drive, and if you're vibing to it, it's the right thing.
Uh-huh.
So you're not making a club banger, so to say.
I don't make anything with the intention of being the club banger.
I can see that.
That's never
I
the
can see
goal.
that with your songs.
It's never the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, each project has been different, right? So I released a full length album last year, and that was like me just like word vomit,
it out
therapy,
there.
emotional shit, closure, moving on to the next chapters of life, and that was great. But that wasn't like a very purpose driven project. This project for me, it's called The Great Escape because it's literally every single song I'm driving somewhere with each song. When I was like making the records, I was like, okay, first song, I can imagine I'm on the West Side Highway. Second song, okay, I'm on the PCH. Okay, third song, I'm on a rooftop, and then we get in an Uber and we're all drunk hanging out the Uber. There's always something that would bring it back to a ride in a car. Always driving music. I make music for the car
Because, and I think it's a smart thing, is because most people are going to be listening to your music in the car. I mean,
Yeah.
if they have to listen, maybe at the gym as well, but that's a different vibe.
Yep.
And obviously the club, but how often are you going to the club? Once a week, tops?
right.
You driving every day.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, or you're on the train, or you're in transit. Maybe that's a
You
better
make
way to
music
put it.
for
I make
in
music for
transit.
people that are in transit, that are always moving.
Now, there are some people that make music for love making,
Okay.
and I will compliment them in this way. What they make sure is that each song transitioning to the next isn't that stark a difference.
Yeah.
Right? Have you noticed that too?
Skip. I don't want to hit skip.
During love making, it's got to flow.
It's got a beginning to end. I don't want to skip anything.
Because I can only imagine what it's like to last 2 songs, right? But for those of the people that do, that would suck if it was like R&B, then like metal or whatever the
Right.
It's a
vibe.
5-song EP. You don't make it through the 5 songs. It's
No,
like,
with this project, all 5 songs are upbeat. They all have a different vibe, but every single one of them, it makes you want to move. So whether you're walking around, you could be one of the songs you can be cleaning the house to. One of the songs it's about movement. This project, every song is about movement.
I want to listen to your music.
well, I sent it to Eden. So
Do you have
if
a
he wants
page?
to
Yeah.
play it
What's
on,
your
yeah.
YouTube page or Vivo page or whatever that is?
It's Bridget Kelly Music.
Bridget Kelly Music.
Oh, there's the single.
There it is.
There it is.
Fucked up or what?
I think if we talk over it, we'll be fine.
No. We cannot risk it. Sorry.
Yeah,
But what we can
can't
do is
risk it.
play it off of it because it's a direct feed. That's a direct feed.
Gotcha.
I'm only playing it from the speaker. Not like through our actual recording. You guys choose.
No, we can't risk it.
No,
Sorry.
no,
No, don't risk
Yeah,
it.
it's
Don't
all
risk
good.
it. Don't risk it.
I want
It's
to,
you know
but
what to
then
do.
we
Go
have to
get it.
scrap a whole
No, we
episode.
can
It's a whole
totally
thing.
we're not even gonna do that because then nobody gets bills paid.
There
So,
we go.
Facts.
Can't hold up the bag.
Should we toss some deportes?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how long do we have you here for?
Ooh, as long as you need me.
Okay.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
Akaash, what we got?
Can we? I would like to start with one story.
Let's go for it.
Oh, do you have to go?
Oh, where do we have to go?
Oh, do we got time? Do we got like a half hour?
No. We're gonna be here for a little bit. So if you guys got to go, this is probably the perfect time to cut.
Okay.
Perfect.
All
Yeah.
right, well,
and we won't
that's-
feel anyway because we're very grateful for your time.
Well,
We
see,
had an amazing
I'll sit
conversation.
here and talk all day, but I mean,
But they're
mom
ready
and,
to
yeah,
go.
just
Totally
mom,
understood.
Mom,
Okay.
Warden and PO. I want to
Guys.
say mom. Warden and PO are like, time to
Get
wrap
the
it up.
hell out of here! All right. We
BK.
just want to pick. Eden, can you take a pick maybe while we're all sitting down, or you got one
Please.
right now? And then we're gonna let them get out of here.
It's
and we're
hot
gonna
as
talk these
fucking
sports.
here.
I
Super
know.
Yeah,
hot.
it's so hot.
I know.
Fucking hell.
I know.
And Gia was like, maybe you should bring a sweater in case the AC is
Hell
on. I was
no.
like,
AC
maybe.
ain't on.
They don't pay for AC here.
It's weirdly made us our episodes the wildest
Ready?
though.
Facts.
And we're taking a picture while recording the podcast, so I will talk because
We should talk. All right, what do we
Boom.
want to get into?
Thank you so much for coming. We
Thank you for
appreciate you. Tell
having
them
me,
where they can get you. Tell them where they
guys.
can get
Appreciate
you.
you so
Go.
It's at I am Bridget Kelly, literally on everything: Twitter and Instagram and
The letters I am or I am.
I-A-M.
Got it.
Bridget Kelly.
Perfect.
Bridget 1T, no E.
Yo, go
And-
support Bridget Kelly. Throw some assholes under her pictures.
Yes,
This is
sir.
the
Yeah.
asshole.
With the asshole army. So
With the
I
asshole
love
army.
it.
We see a lot of these in your Instagram
That's us.
comments in the next
The
couple of days.
asshole army.
That's
us. Yeah.
Please leave asshole army
Be
comments on
respectful
my
in the
page.
comments, disrespectful in the DMs. All right.
I love that.
Thank you so much, bro.
Bye,
Thanks, guys.
Bridget.
See you guys later.
Thank
you
you.
got somewhere to go, but thank
Okay,
you. Thank
let's-
you guys so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
You guys are awesome.
We're gonna keep rolling. Guys, we need to talk about Jeremy Lin because it really bothered me. It really fucking bothered me. Jeremy Lin, for those of you guys who don't know, had a press conference about how he can't get an offer this offseason.
His rock bottom keeps getting more rock bottom.
Let's
as he says.
okay. Let me just tell you why this pisses me off for so many different fucking reasons. Okay. First of all, you're a devout Christian. He's a devout Christian.
This is true.
while life is good, he's getting multi-million-dollar paydays, he's getting on teams, he's traveling the world, he's this representative for Chinese people. Everything happens for a reason, guys. Have faith. Don't worry about it. You got to do it, and it's supposed to be good. 1 year after you won a fucking world championship.
3 months.
After you've been literally injured every season for the last 6 years. You've had to take time off, minimum, for the last 6 years. Take some sort of time off. You win a fucking championship, and now it's my rock bottom. Might not be able to get more rock bottom. I wish The Rock came out and rock bottom and right on that fucking press conference. You're Chinese. You know you have family members shitting into the ground. Okay?
Yeah.
That's rock bottom, right? Like you've seen with your own eyes what rock bottom is. To call your life, to describe it in any way as rock bottom, you should be slapped in your face. You should be slapped in your fucking face. The audacity, the arrogance to go up there and use the word rock bottom. Heroin addicts use rock bottom for when they're sucking cocks for heroin. That's rock bottom. Go to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. They'll talk about selling their house so they could drink alcohol was their rock bottom. Your rock bottom is having $50 million in the bank and you can't play basketball anymore.
Oh, way more
at
than
30. Guys,
more than that.
I couldn't believe it. I thought he got cancer. I swear to God. When I just saw the video and he was crying, I was like, he must have cancer. He must have something so horrifying.
You know whose fault it is? It's our fault.
Why?
It's our fault. It's Knicks fans' fault.
Why? Because we gave him insanity?
Monster. We created this monster. He's been living, and mind you, I get it. If you're an athlete, when you're at the end of the road and you know it's over, you can be emotional. I get it. And especially as famous as he is, I can understand that being like shitty or whatever. But
describing his rock, it was the description.
He has been living an NBA lifestyle over 2 weeks of good basketball for the past 7 years.
It was such a magical 2 weeks.
It was so magical. It was great. It was the best thing that happened to me in my adult Knicks fan life.
It was
which
great.
Is fucking terrible.
It was great. If he was up there crying, Kaz, and he was saying, honestly, I'm just so grateful that I've had the opportunity, and if I don't play on another NBA team, you know what?
It's been a hell of a ride.
It's been a hell of a ride. I would look at you as the consummate professional. I'd be like, here's a guy who seemed to be a good teammate, and he was a good sport everywhere he went, and you know, he actually got a championship. What an amazing career. Let's write a 30 for 30 documentary. I don't give a fuck what it is. Go play in China. You know you're going to become the most famous basketball player in China now.
He is. He still is.
He already is. He's going to go, right? But the fact that you said it seems like my rock bottom, 3 months after a championship.
One, really.
What?
One.
Sorry, 1 month after a championship, you said that your rock bottom keeps getting more rock bottom. I don't even know the sentence that he said.
Rock bottom keeps getting lower, I think.
Yeah.
I could not. Someone should have pushed him
He said
off
the NBA,
that podium.
It feels like the NBA gave up on me. They don't believe in
Your
me.
body gave up on you. You can't stay healthy. You cannot stay healthy for a season.
And even healthy Jeremy Lin, is he one of the 430 best basketball players in the world?
Good backup point guard. Good backup
Is he
point guard. Yes.
one of the 430 best basketball players on earth right now?
Healthy Jeremy Lin, yes.
I don't know. Healthy?
Healthy
Yeah.
Jeremy Lin, yeah.
Yeah.
He is. He is. 100% is.
I can find a good 200 point guards right now better than
But you can't find 200 point guards that are going to have the game IQ and the teammate ship or whatever you call that.
I give you that.
You're not going to find. You're going to find more
No, I'll
skilled
give you that.
guys who can get buckets.
More skills,
but
yes.
you're not going to find guys who will the entire season get up every time out, high five everybody, really be a part of the fabric of that team, be genuinely good guys, and like we've always said on the show, culture guys are valuable.
But here's my thing. Let me shake the table a little bit.
Okay.
Does it all come off a little phony now? If he's thinking this is rock bottom, knowing he's one of the most famous despite being average at best, at his peak being average at best.
I mean, I think it's so phony, especially with the Christian stuff that he's been pushing this whole time. It's like, you either be about it or don't. But don't the second you have a little bit of hardship. You went to fucking Harvard.
Went to Harvard!
Like, you whiny little bitch. You achieved your parents' dream and your dream. You know how hard that is as an Asian American to make your parents happy and you happy at the same time. You check Harvard off so you can go to fucking Thanksgiving, and then you went to play basketball. You got everything you possibly wanted in life. You got everything, and you dare describe that as rock bottom.
Tens of millions of dollars.
Tens of millions. Global fame.
If he really wants to play basketball, he could be. You know how big Marbury is in fucking China? He will make Marbury look like a fucking pedestrian if he goes there and goes to the Chinese basketball league and cooks. And he'll cook over there. He'll go over there and average like 30 and be a megastar for them.
Son,
We
need to sit down and talk with him.
It makes me. I'm sorry to say it. Kind of makes me respect Carmelo Anthony that much more.
Oh boy, we always got to bring it back.
I know.
Yes, it does.
If we did, we don't have to.
It kinda,
we could segue away from it.
Segue.
It respects.
Okay.
It makes me respect them more.
I hear you. I respect it. Don't care. Now,
Fuck you.
go, Akaash. Go.
Yo, have you seen the video of Ben Simmons?
No. I was your take on this whole.
It was just sad. I want to defend the Asian guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But as an Asian guy,
Oh, get out!
Isn't
of
that?
I think he says something like "guys don't give up," whatever. But just what are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing? Have some self-awareness. I get everybody goes through rough patches, but like,
This is a rough patch.
Publicly.
This is a rough patch.
your rough patch. Your rough patch is what you make it. Like if you couldn't get up at clubs anymore, even if you were rich, it would bother you. But you would be a man, and you would let that bother you on the inside, or cry in your house. You know what I mean? Like that's what a man does. He cries in private.
Yes, 100%.
That's a real man.
I honestly believe
Cry in private.
that is very
right?
true.
Yes.
I honestly believe like we're part of the problem, not just Knicks fans, just fans in general. Like he's so fucking famous that a guy that isn't really that good has to have a press conference or he's doing interviews where he's talking about potentially not being in the NBA anymore just because he's mega fucking famous and not really that good at basketball. Like, I mean, he's good at basketball, but he's not like the fame and the skill just doesn't even out.
No.
Son,
Asian privilege.
it's Asian privilege. I mean, I was fucking blown away.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, anyway, we don't have to stay on it anymore. Akaash, what are you thinking?
Boy, what else we got?
Ben Simmons. You saw the video? Ben Simmons hitting jumpers. Everybody's losing their fucking minds. Was anybody else really unimpressed by this?
Is there an actual NBA
There's like a
player on this
1-minute
court?
video on the Bleacher Report, I think, page or something like that. How's the highlight? This is 4 minutes. But it's a video of him hitting 1 3-pointer, 1 jumper from the foul line extended, and I think a couple more layups, and everybody's like, Ben's been in the gym all summer.
How low are the expectations for you when this video goes viral and you are a max contract player in the NBA?
I don't get it, bro.
You just signed the max contract.
I mean, you're a max contract player and we are going crazy because you hit an open 3-pointer with tons of time to get it off.
Yeah, that's
in
the
a pickup
video.
game. Yeah, I think this is the video. It's
This is
4
the video,
minutes.
yeah.
That's
No, completely uncontested, and it still looks awful. His form,
His
elbow
hand
is way out.
Not even the elbow's way out, but also the hand is like sideways.
He looks like a Q dog, bro. That's how he shoots, doesn't he?
All right, those other NBA players. When I first saw this, I didn't know if there were other NBA players. Devin Booker's in there.
But they ain't playing no D,
Austin
son.
Rivers is in there.
I mean, this is a very casual game.
Yeah, it's not.
Nobody seems to be trying that hard. Devin Booker playing defense already. He barely tries in real games.
Yeah. And he's 6'4".
Yeah.
Ben Simmons got a whole foot over him. I mean, come on. Oh, get crossed
good
up.
move.
That was
I mean,
decent.
that's his game, though. That's his game. He can do that all day.
Well, then he could get
I just wanna see
bounced
you
out of the
hit
playoffs in
jump
the second
shots,
round
man.
all day, too. Because if you cannot shoot, you cannot win. It's as simple as that.
I mean, if you're a point guard and you can't shoot, you're not going to win.
Did he have somebody film all these? Is it one game? It's pretty sure it's multiple games. Did he have
Seems like
somebody film them
multiple games, yeah.
just so he could put this clip out
Oh, I
and shut
bet
Andrew up?
100%. 100%.
Like
Maybe not to
KCP
shut
in
me,
there.
but
Contavious Caldwell Pope.
that's a lot of a name, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of a name. I don't need
It
to
still
say
looks
that.
weird. Like, why does his arm bend like
I'm
that?
telling you, if you look at his palm, it's like it's not going like this. It's like sideways.
Yep.
It's turned
an
at like
anatomy problem.
Yeah.
right?
I truly think it's a physical, structural issue. And when you get that big, shit gets weird.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's very rare. I saw you had Aaron Gordon on
Kaz and Vic. Slam.
Kaz and Vic, right?
Yeah.
Now, Aaron Gordon is a physical anomaly in that he is wildly proportionate for how big he is.
Right.
If you saw him at distance, you would not think that he's 6'10".
You would think he's 6'1".
You'd see 6'1".
You would think he's 6'1". But, I mean,
Blake Griffin is another one of those.
Mm-hmm.
You see Blake at distance, and you think he's actually a regular sized guy, but he's 6'10". And real quick, shout to Blake. I was up at this festival in Montreal.
Saw that. Yeah.
Blake was there, and
another guy with great sense of humor.
very good sense of humor, and he did the roast, and he roasted Pete Holmes.
Oh, really?
He tied Pete Holmes, which is a massive loss
Really?
for Pete Holmes.
Yeah.
Because if they were playing basketball
And he tied him.
and Pete Holmes tied Blake,
It's a loss for Blake.
that's a horrible loss for
Yeah,
Blake.
yeah.
The fact that they tied, now obviously with roast, everybody's helping out. We had a good joke for
Yeah.
him. We had a.
What was the joke?
It was
You gave it to him?
I mean, like, everybody's helping everybody out with the roast. It's not, but it was me, Neil, and Big J were working on it, and it was they say in Hollywood that Pete Holmes has what's called the it factor. And by it, I mean he is the energy of a pedophile birthday clown that lives then the tag is that lives in the sewer with the ratings of his shows.
Who had that last line? Jay? Oh, you? Nice.
Great. I was talking with Van with him when I was doing the Peace Jam shit, and Blake
Yeah.
Griffin was there with his team, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, I legitimately, like, I've seen him do like stand-ups and shit. Like, I legitimately think he has a career in this. Like, if he doesn't want to play basketball anymore, as far as like doing movies,
100%.
acting, comedy, whatever. He has like
100%.
great timing with it.
100%. And
He
that's
had a
why
great
it
joke. I
sucked.
forgot what the late show he was on. I think it was,
About like how
Fallon.
reporters ask you, what was it again?
Oh, was he talking about how
Reporters ask you dumb questions.
Yeah, it's like jocks aren't dumb. It's just that you're asking them questions when there's not a lot of oxygen going into their brain. So he was like, do a couple jumping jacks, and then he asked them a question. He's like, yeah, so what are you about to think? And he's like, yeah, see how stupid that is, or whatever. So it was good. He was funny.
Now he's got his head on his shoulders too. He's like, I understand I'm famous, but I don't want to bump anybody. And like that's why I often will host shows and like have comics on the show because this way like they're getting spots that they wouldn't normally get, and I get to go up and do it.
Do your thing.
He had I thanked him because when I did that film, that Whitney Cummings film, there was a line in the film which we were wrestling, and I say to him, the only team that wants you is your legal team, right? And it wasn't a line that was very funny. And the week before the movie came out, he got traded to the Detroit Pistons. And so I was like, so thank you for making that line work. Really slapped.
That trade was good for him, I think. It
I
seems
think
like.
it was. I think it was.
Like
'cause
his
Detroit,
game, all of a sudden he's hitting threes.
Yeah,
He's a
develop.
different player.
Yep.
He's a more
Out of the
complete
headlines.
player.
I think
And
it's,
get to focus.
yeah, I think that's what I mean. I think getting out of LA is good for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I wonder if that's going to have an adverse impact on some of these free agents. I
No.
don't think it will impact LeBron or Kawhi because Kawhi's a fucking robot.
Yeah.
But like a lot of these guys, you're going from
Paul George.
Oklahoma and Indianapolis where there's not much cracking off at best to LA, home.
You
where
think it doesn't
the
help
world's
that
at your
Kawhi and
fingertips.
Paul George like both sort of LA guys?
I think for Kawhi, he doesn't care about anything that's going on around him.
Gotcha.
But Paul is from there. That could help.
Kawhi could watch game film in an orgy. I'm convinced. He would just sit in the middle and just watch a fucking iPad of highlights.
I wonder if, and Paul George, this probably won't happen because he's from LA. He's probably used to it. But I wonder if there's anything that happens where you're used to being the man in a whole state, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to LA where people don't really care. There's more famous people than you. Like
Yeah.
if you have a reservation at a club or some shit, and then Jack Nicholson comes, you get bumped, Paul
Right.
George.
Yeah.
Right? And I wonder if that takes any emotional toll on these guys who are like, oh, I'm not that famous
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I wonder if they
it
lose
helps.
confidence. You think it helps?
I think it helps.
Interesting. Why?
I think it helps because I think they're so used to that everywhere else that I think that's why a lot of those stars like gravitate to those big markets because they could almost feel normal around a lot of unnormal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a huge star in fucking Indiana, you can't go to the grocery store. You can't do regular shit. But like You know, if you're in LA, you've been to Hollywood a bunch of times. Like, you'll see famous people all the time.
I specifically meant parties. Like, there's so many. Like, Blake was fucking Kendall Jenner or something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's in Detroit, and who's he fucking there? Nobody. You'd rather fuck the dudes than some of those girls.
A Ford muffler or something.
Royce the 5'9".
T Grizzly.
And now he seems like he's just focused. I remember J.R. Smith said the same thing about getting out of New York. It was good for him to go to
Best thing for
Cleveland.
him.
Yeah.
So I wonder if some of these guys, I don't think AD's going to have that problem because he was already in New Orleans and it's wild. But like party-wise, I think being back home might make it like I could do anything. Like I could go back home and do the home shit with the homies, or I can go do the LA Hollywood shit. Like it's all here. And I'm not sure he will be, but it could be a thing down the road as all these guys go to New York and LA.
Yeah, I would love if they actually fucking came to New York.
No, they're going to New York, just a different borough.
I don't mind it. You think it'll affect Kyrie the same way? Since that's kind of like New Jersey.
I'm curious to know how Kyrie's going to do also because Kyrie, this is his first time getting the spotlight he always wanted.
Yeah.
Like he got the spotlight in Boston, but Boston media, Andrew always talks about, is like kind of always favoring the team, and it's not New York media. New York is the world's media capital, it seems.
Yeah.
So like he's here.
And it's the first time he chose somewhere to go.
Yeah.
So like the pressure's all on you. And especially being back home, like he still every summer he still goes back to the Patrick School and go to Jersey and does all that type of shit. But I don't know if that's gonna mount up for him now that he's there all the time. It's possible.
Gonna be interesting to see.
I want to pay a bill real quick.
Okay.
Go for it.
Guys, whatever you got on right now, all right? Whatever underwear you got on right now, I'm about to tell you a better option. Mack Weldon. It is 100% better than whatever the fuck you are wearing right now. Mack Weldon, it's premium men's essentials, all right? Smart design, premium fabrics. They believe that if you take these premium fabrics, you take intelligent design, you make shopping simple, that it eliminates all the nonsense around everything that you need, okay? We're not talking about jeans here. We're talking about undies. Get your underwear game right. I'm a dude. I settle with one pair of underwear. It takes a lot to sway me, okay? I was wearing one of their competitors' underwear for a while. I've been swayed. Mack Weldon, okay? They got a line of silver underwear and shirts that are naturally antimicrobial. You got microbials all over your shit.
Stinks less.
Thank you, Akaash. I didn't really even know what that word meant.
I could tell. The way you emphasize microbial, I was like, I got
That
you,
should sound
dog.
like some science right there, bro. Point is, it's going to eliminate that odor. And not only does Mack Weldon's underwear, socks, and shirts look good, they perform well too. It's great for working out, going to work, going out on dates. Make sure that your underwear's right on a date, fellas. Just everyday life, Mack Weldon got your back. And Mack Weldon wants to make sure that you are comfortable. Okay, if you don't like your first pair, guess what? Guess what? You just keep it. And they still refund you.
Damn.
Motherfuckers, if that ain't a reason to buy some underwear, I don't know what the hell is. You get your money back regardless.
Do it.
Get a free pair of underwear and your money back. They're so confident you're going to buy another pair. They're like, bet, keep it, watch. Let me tell you something. This Mack Weldon is not a game. I'm on board. So pick up some Mack Weldon today and get 20% off your first order. You visit MackWeldon.com. All right, that's MackWeldon.com. The promo code is Flagrant. Okay, 20% off. Let's get back to the show.
I'm getting some Mack Weldon, son.
Word, you
excited
sold me
about
on some draws, bro.
Is that Flagrant too? Who am I?
Son, Flagrant is the
Flagrant's the code.
Flagrant's the code.
I used the code for the Athletic.
Oh,
Oh, you on?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I was spending too much money, so I was like, yeah, let me use that. Use that promo code. Get them few dollars off. So
Descuento.
it's the best thing about these ads, man. We got all them discounts. I'll take it.
Damn right.
Speaking of the Clippers, Kawhi's uncle is in a little hot water. This happened last week and we get to talk about it.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Stephen A. Smith said the Lakers were suspicious of activity. I don't know if he said the Lakers were the main team snitching, basically, but like they're a little suspicious of the things Kawhi's uncle was allegedly asking for.
So specifically, I think he was mentioning a story Brian Windhorst wrote. And Brian Windhorst is like the LeBron whisperer, so they're all saying like, okay, the Lakers are pretty much saying like there was some shady shit that happened.
Yo, the Lakers are the biggest fucking snitches in the NBA, bro. Real talk. You want to talk? If the story comes out, it's the Lakers.
Of course.
They are some sore losing ass bitches. Real talk. That's exactly what's happened. But what exactly were they saying?
They're just saying he was asking for things that probably weren't legal in the CBA.
So you know what's interesting with that is that this is proof that the players are getting paid less than what they deserve, or less than what they're worth.
Bingo.
Right? If you had, and again, guys, we know that playing sports and making $40 million is stupid. That being said, the market actually shows that they're worth more than that.
Right.
So what happens is when you're underpaid, there are ways that I imagine people could be paid around that.
Right.
Potentially. That's probably what they're bitching about. And the easy way to get rid of this is just to go no salary cap. But
Then the owners stop making money. And they don't want to stop making money.
and not only do the owners stop making money, because the owners might find a way to make money, but you'll have a completely unfair league.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be no way to
All
compete.
the best players will be in like 6 teams.
That's it.
And that'll be it.
The owners that
Ain't
can
that
pay.
kind of happen? Well, this year is pretty wide open, but before that, wasn't that kind of the complaint?
Well,
that's happening anyway.
That's the interesting thing, right? It's like if the best players are already going to these markets, and we don't got to feel bad for billionaires, dude. If you own a basketball team, you're a billionaire.
Right.
You have enough money to pay more.
That's not your main source of income.
Yeah,
anyway.
this is a side job.
I don't feel bad for the owners and say they lose money. I'm saying the owners aren't going to allow themselves to lose money. So salary cap.
I see. Yes.
Yeah.
I think there are some owners that would go, we could make more money if we just paid everybody to be on our team.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
So that's actually the second point I wanted to get to. I saw an article about the Clippers building a new arena.
Yes.
And that, to me, confirms that Kawhi's uncle was asking for some shit, or that if he was asking for some shit, Steve Ballmer paid it happily. Because if you're building a new arena that's going to cost hundreds of millions of dollars, you don't just have money to burn. I have to sell people on the idea that we deserve not only a new arena, but a separate arena.
And it's privately funded too, so he's not taking money from.
Yeah, that's where this is interesting. Where like in
He's
most
completely
cases,
privately funded.
Yeah, so in most cases, I would 100% agree with you. This is a little bit unique. It's privately funded, and it's on already state-owned proproperty. So, in other words, they're not like taking people's houses away like, Jay-Z did to all his people in Brooklyn. His lovely Brooklyn people.
Well, he didn't. No, he
cares.
didn't do that. He also. You have to keep in mind, he also drove up the property value around the arena so that everyone around it had to move out, too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He took care of...
New York.
he took care of Brooklyn.
Concrete jungle where you'll move out of when we gentrify it.
So is this arena supposed to be near the old Great Western Forum, right? Near Inglewood?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's
already
in Inglewood.
state-owned land, so you're not moving anybody out, and self-funded, so the taxpayers aren't going to be tripping up.
Okay,
now,
so
we'll see if it happens, but I 100% get your point, which was nobody would agree to that if they didn't have marquee players.
Yeah.
But now that he has marquee players, maybe he's able to get this funding from these people.
He's trying to make a move to take the Lakers' spot, and if you get these two,
It's possible.
Bro.
They're
I'll say
everybody's
this,
favorites.
If you
That
want to talk about
location-
little shit that could be a little, shady happening, 3 days after he signed, Kawhi's in a commercial for the Lion King.
True. That's Disney. That's
3
Disney
days
money.
after he
That's
signed.
crazy, dude.
Hey, man,
He's in a
listen.
commercial. I don't
And just
know.
that location.
You could. It's not. Listen, Kawhi can't act. All right, he can't even act like a human on the basketball court.
He didn't have to. He was just talking about, man, my family.
You mean like reading Beyonce's lines in the movie?
Crazy. Goddamn. But not, I mean, like, just the location. If you're trying to, like, take a spot from the Lakers, like, once you fly into LAX, the first thing you see is the Great Western Forum. And you see, like, the infrastructure of, like, that new stadium and all that other shit. So, as soon as you get off of LAX and the first thing you see is, like, bam, the new home of the Clippers, like, it's a drive to get to Staples Center.
Inglewood mad convenient from the airport. I'll tell you that.
Facts. Like, that's a 5-minute drive as soon as you get off the airport, dog. So
But getting to the airport sucks.
it does. It does. But
For
if you
LA,
have an arena
Downtown
there-
LA sucks too, don't it?
Oh, does it?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I never had an easy time getting there.
It probably, yeah. I get maybe it's the same amount of traffic.
Yeah, definitely.
It is interesting. Look,
All right.
it is interesting.
Into the Sante.
Yeah, there's I think more will end up coming out here. Yeah, more will end up coming out here. What else we got?
I don't know if you want to talk about Steve Kerr's comments on the AD trade being bad for the league.
Yeah, what did he say about that?
He basically, he took a stance that wasn't the hardest. He was like, look, am for player empowerment, which you have to say as a coach. But then he was also like, I have no problem with a guy like LeBron playing out his contract and then leaving, or a guy like Kawhi playing out his contract and then leaving. But I have a problem when the guys like Anthony Davis have 2 years left on their contract and then start demanding a trade, and then you just hold your team hostage.
Right.
Which, if it was football, all these training camp holdouts, which we could talk about later, I get it, especially like running backs. You got to get your money. But in basketball, the contracts are guaranteed.
Right.
So it's a little bit different in that, like, it's not about money. It's just you don't like where you work, and now you're going to...
Make a thing about it.
Yeah.
Interesting. This
Kind
is
of weird
it
coming
right
from him though, because Steve Kerr always seems like the cool guy. Like as far
He's
as
the cool guy, so he still took the cool guy stance. Which if you're a free agent, you don't owe your team anything.
Yeah.
So he still played that kind of like half nice guy thing. But then he was like, if you're under contract, and I do see a little bit of a point, and maybe there's something huge I'm missing, but if the contract is guaranteed, I can see how it's like, yo, man, honor your contract.
But
'Cause
part
if
of that contract,
100%.
Part of that contract, though, is like if I'm going to do my best to, go out there and play as hard. You, as the GM or the owner, you got to do your best.
No, they don't.
To make sure that you're putting out a winning product, or
That's
you're doing
not
the
true.
best you can. Well,
That's not part of their contract.
that's not part of their contract.
No, all they have to do is pay you the money that you owe.
Yeah.
Like when you get paid by, let's say, that, you have a job working for, WWE, right? It's not their job to fill the stands. Like, if they want to have nobody there, they'll have nobody there. As long as you're writing or you're doing exactly what you're doing, they got to pay you for that.
Okay, but if I'm talent, if I'm the guy who's supposed to be the marquee there, like you better be doing your best to, because it's in your
could
best
be
interest.
Yeah, of course, but it's
to-
not like the legal right. And I guess I think what Akaash was saying is like,
Gotcha.
there
Okay.
we made an agreement. It's like, fam, like I paid you for 5 years of work, and I paid you an exorbitant amount of money, and you're gonna not do the work.
And I want to say, if we were actors, we're not going to be because we've said too much shit on this podcast.
Right.
But if we were actors in a movie and we didn't like something about the movie, they would be like, all right, well, you signed a contract. Or a TV show. If you want to leave the TV show, nah, you signed a 4-year contract. You're here for 4 years.
100%.
If you try to leave, we'll sue you. And theoretically, it's like if LeBron tried to leave, you could sue him in a different industry.
Dude, Tony Soprano signed a contract that said he had to maintain a certain weight to play Tony Soprano.
Wow.
And then he died of a heart attack. Like,
Whoops.
they want their pound of flesh, bro. Like, if you sign on a dotted line, that is everything, you know?
Oh my god.
And we can say, and I know actors who are on shows and are like, I hate the fucking show,
Yeah.
but you signed a 5-year contract when you got it or whatever, and they got the options. That's what it is. Now, if there was a winning clause in the contract where it's like, you need to surround me with X number of all-stars, all right, cool, that's in the contract.
That's
but it's not.
interesting, too. That's interesting about putting that in a contract, which is like, now with tanking being so prevalent, I wonder if you have these big marquee players start to have a no tanking clause.
I mean, that's kind of it's almost like an unwritten
No trade
rule.
clause, no tanking clause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could, and how do you prove it? I don't know. How does that work? But like, if I'm investing the next 4 years contractually of my life to you, I want to make sure that you're just as committed to winning as me, or let me go somewhere else.
And if it's not in the contract, realistically, you should just, you're like, you should just sit there and
just
you sign the contract.
play it out.
In the same way that NFL contracts should be guaranteed, it's bullshit that an owner can be like, oh, you're not good, so we're going to cut you, and whatever money you got up front is yours, but that's it.
And
You
why
signed
do
a
they do
contract.
that? Just because there's no competition?
Because the
union sucks.
The players' union sucks.
For it's made up of NFL IQs
Yeah.
that have just been CTE'd to nothing.
Yep.
You have guys that get concussions for a living.
So yeah, sure.
making
Sign here,
college-
A-Rod, whatever the fuck your name is. Like, goddamn.
Signs a
You
different name.
You got seven working brain
Guys, we have
cells.
7 Barry Bonds here. Is there? It's not even the right sport. I don't understand why
Alright,
you're
don't
signing
fuck it.
players from other sports.
Yeah, baseball got the strongest union, then basketball, then football's the weakest.
I mean, that makes
And the last,
sense.
like, almost holdout that they had,
Yeah.
or lockout or whatever, they basically were like, okay, well, you can keep all the money, but just shorten our practice times and stuff like that.
They're like, no.
And the owners, no, the owners were like, yeah, sure, we keep all the money, you practice it, I don't give a fuck. And now there's a theory that players are getting injured more because there's
They're
less
not
practice.
practicing enough.
So, like, I don't know if that's been scientifically proven. That's what one study thinks. But, like, you fucked yourselves harder. Like, how'd you lose getting less work? You still lost.
Suck, dog. Like, I watched them shit. I know they watched probably all this entire NBA offseason and be like, yo, how the fuck? Like, I think Russell Wilson's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah,
He's only
$35 million a year.
$35 million. $35 million. That's Aaron Gordon money, bro. That's like Chris Paul. Like if somebody gives that to Chris Paul tomorrow, like he's gonna tell you go fuck yourself. Like that's insane to me. That you could be the top of the most violent sport in
And I want to say it's just economics because there's 12 players on a basketball team and 50 on a football team, but also football makes way more money.
Way
more.
more.
I can't even say that.
Every NFL team is worth at least $1 billion. At least.
As much as it would suck as a fan of a team if the contracts are guaranteed because there's so many season career-ending injuries, it's like, bruh, that's the least they could get.
Now, is there some conventional wisdom that says you get paid what you're worth, and NFL players unfortunately are worth less to a team than an NBA player
in the sense that one player can't affect a team outside of quarterback. No one player can impact as much as LeBron or whoever. Yeah, that's potentially valid. I also just think guaranteeing the contract is like they have to in 2020 when the contract is up. I think they have to hold out, but they're not going to. They've been telling the players, stack your checks, get ready for a holdout. Players aren't going to stack their checks. They're going to try to hold out. Players are going to be like, yo, I need to eat. I'm broke.
So what do you think about the whole Zeke shit since he's kind of
I don't think Zeke is worth the trouble. I think he's just always a distraction. So as a fan of the Cowboys, I'm like, there's always some shit going on with him. It's always something.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay him. Also, kind of if you're running a team, running backs are pretty easily replaceable.
Yeah.
So I think I'm inclined to let Zeke go, but mainly it's a distraction thing. But I don't fault Zeke at all for holding out.
Right.
100% you should hold out.
Yeah,
I just wouldn't pay it if I was the Cowboys, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, like the one thing about like GMs being able to cut your pay is that if you outperform your contract too, you want to be like, hey, I want more money.
That's what you should do. That is, if you're gonna make this a non-guaranteed contract, I'm not guaranteeing I'm coming.
Ooh,
fuck you.
I like that. And that's got to be the cost on their end.
And now what they also gave up in the labor agreement is every day of training camp you miss is a $40,000 fine. And I think training camp is like 3 weeks.
They gave that up?
Gave that up.
God damn.
Wow. Do you think NFL players are the stupidest athletes?
Man,
they've got to be the stupidest, right?
Probably, because they're also, if you watch the Broke documentary on the 30 for 30, they 2/3 of NFL players I think are broke after 5 years, and it's like half of, or like 1/3 of NBA players. NFL. Whatever, it's the biggest percentage was NFL. I know that.
NFL's not for long, man, and a lot of motherfuckers do not save their money, and that's what happens. That's what happens.
Career not for long, money not for long, contracts not for long.
It's sad, bro. Like fucking one of my good, you know Karen Civil, one of my good friends. She fucking she bought a Washington Redskins Super Bowl ring off an auction for like $800, like something like not even that crazy. And I'm just like, God damn, somebody's Super Bowl ring. They needed $800 that bad to be like, yo.
Dog, old players got paid nothing and went through hell. Like there was no trying to protect them. And they got paid jack shit. They're all hurting. Every one of them would sell their Super Bowl ring for a couple of White Castle sliders.
Yes. I was always telling motherfuckers, man, people always think like rings mean everything. I'm like, bro, like rings ain't gonna keep your house lights on like 10, 20 years down the road. Like, yeah, I feel bad for Melo, but I think he'll sleep well at night. Like knowing that he got like well over $300 million.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. But a lot of motherfuckers in the NFL are not.
Right.
While we're talking about broke, Adrian Peterson broke. Y'all read this?
This is crazy. You sent me this. Wait, did you send me?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
This is crazy.
Made $100 million in his career.
So just so everybody doesn't know, Adrian Peterson is arguably the best running back of our generation.
He's
I think
definitely, to
our
me,
generation, yes. I don't think it's disputable.
He played for many years on the Minnesota Vikings. And now he's kind of bounced around the league. He was with
had
the
a good
Saints
season
for a
with
little
the
bit.
Skins right now.
He was on the Skins.
Yeah, good season with the Saints or the Skins last year.
In his career, he's made how much?
Over $100 million.
In just contracts. We're not even talking about other shit.
Yeah.
What happened?
Broke. Cannot pay back a $5 million loan.
In debt.
In debt.
He's negative.
Cannot pay back his loans. $5 million. I forget from whom he got the loan. He said, I trusted the wrong people. And again, I talk about it on this podcast. None of us are above it. We're not immune. It could happen to any of us. We get taken.
Get a Jew.
A good Jew. Dog, if you are Adrian Peterson, go to Goldman Sachs. Don't try to save money. Go to the fucking, and they could fall too. But it's in much safer hands than some motherfucker you know.
Yeah.
Go to the Jews. Goldman and whatever Sachs is. It's just so, if you have millions of dollars, that's who you go to. And if you don't have millions of dollars, learn money because everybody will try to take that shit from
It's
you.
fucked up because I think like right after that news broke, they showed like footage of his birthday party and he had like
He came in on like a
lions and
camel.
shit. Like coming on a camel, all this super extravagant shit. I'm just like, oh my god, that's.
You need a Goldman Sachs, and you need a motherfucker at Goldman Sachs, and they'll do it for you to say, hey, here's your allowance. This is what you're allowed to spend at your birthday party.
Yeah.
I have access to this. You don't. And not me specifically, Goldman. That's it.
Yeah.
You trust us. Go to a name brand motherfucker.
Michael Vick did that.
Michael Vick, so a lot of these guys will file for bankruptcy just so they don't have to pay back the loans.
Yep.
Michael Vick, after everything happened, said, I'm not going to file for bankruptcy. I'm going to pay back everybody I owe. And he's paid back everybody.
Isn't that crazy? And now he's made more since then, right? Like,
He got a big contract with the
Got
Skins.
the big with the Eagles,
Yeah.
that big
I mean,
contract,
Eagles, yeah,
and
sorry.
now he's on Fox doing NFL on Fox every weekend. Like,
dude, I love. For some reason,
Huge
I
bounce
root
back for him.
so hard.
Same.
love Michael
For
Vick.
no, not Michael Vick. For athletes
I-
who have lost their money to come back and like make it again.
Oh, of course.
And he is, and I shouldn't because what fucking idiots to lose millions of dollars and then I want you to make millions again to do it. But the fact that he was on an allowance, I think it was like a $6,000 a month or some shit like that. I forget. I mean, all his teammates are multimillionaires.
Yeah.
That means he's going out to dinner with them and not
Yeah.
or even not going out to dinner. Like he just couldn't afford it. He fucking slowly crawled his way back in, and now he's probably a millionaire again.
Dog,
But when we say that, when we say like find a Jew, what we're really saying is there is this thing called business managers, and if any of you guys don't have money, you don't know what that is, and those of you do, you do. But if you get money, you can just hire a business manager. I have a business manager. They pay my bills, right?
And don't go to some shady ass
Please.
save you percentages. Oh, they take 5%, I'll take 3%. Don't, if you're super rich, fuck the 2%. Go to the most trustworthy name brand people, and shit could still go wrong, but the chances are much lower.
Because their whole business is on the line. You need somebody losing something to be able to hurt them as well.
Yeah.
Like if you fuck me over, Eddie Murphy's leaving you.
Yeah.
Right? Like that, you got to look at their clientele list. Like, oh, these people are with, okay. Because I'll say if you fuck me over, they're gone.
And you could get made off. That's possible.
100%.
But like, go to the name. Just go
You're
to
not
the
going to
name
get made
brand.
off from your business manager. You're going to get made off as an investment.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
business manager is just, hey, I make money when you make money.
Okay. Got you.
Right?
Gotcha. Okay.
You still got all your money. I'm just going to be the one that's paying your bills and letting you know, yo, you spending a lot.
Yeah.
This, that, whatever. I was talking to Josh from the Minimalists. The Minimalist podcast is a great podcast you guys should check out. And he was saying that he knows a bunch of like cool money saving techniques and lifestyle techniques because I'm serious about this 10% shit.
Right.
So maybe we'll have him or maybe we'll have some other like economists on that we could figure out little ways in our life we could cut shit off and make a little money. Make a little money for everybody on the pod.
It would be beautiful.
Do it.
We'll get it organized, but I promise you, it is going to happen real quick. I got a way where you could save some money. Don't spend that exorbitant amount of money on these fucking headphones when you get some Raycons. Okay?
Word.
The exact same quality, more comfort. If you ask me, you can actually work out with them without them falling out of your fucking head. You go to Raycon, okay? Raycon earbuds, they start at half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds on the market, and they sound just as amazing. Obviously, the company is co-founded by Ray J. The celebrities like Snoop Dogg are obsessed. Celebrities like real life Kaz, celebrities like Akaash Singh, celebrities like Eden Martinez are going crazy. The
Support black
Raycon
business.
E50, damn right, or at least black co-founded business. Raycon's E50 wireless earbuds have totally changed the game. All right. They're they're just comfortable. They actually fit into your fucking ear. They don't hang there. They're snug. Just get these fucking Raycon E50s. Unlike some of the other wireless options, Raycon earbuds, they're both stylish and discreet. No dangling wires. No stems. They're just in your ear. That's it. Raycon is offering you the wireless earbuds for everyone, and they got a range of fun colors, unbeatable price. You go to buyraycon.com/flagrant2. You get 20% off your order when you just go to that. It's already baked into the site, so you don't need to put something on. You go to buyraycon.com/flagrant2. That 20% is already baked into the site, buyraycon.com/flagrant2. And we're back to the show.
Bronny's kids.
Yo, we should definitely talk. We should talk about that. You said
Yeah.
LeBron's kids?
LeBron's
Yeah.
kids, yes.
Okay.
Well, kid.
We're talking about Bronny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Cass?
I mean, you know what I'm gonna say.
You are a resident high school basketball expert.
Yes. So they had a tournament this past weekend in Las Vegas. Forgot the actual name of the tournament, but Braun Stroud for Greatness team was there, and it wasn't a live period, so there wasn't no like actual recruiting going on, but like it was just a tournament with like where the top like almost high school players go to, and they won the tournament. And LeBron's getting a lot of flack for, doing what he usually does when he goes to LeBron's games and being in the layup line, doing dunks with the kids, getting too excited, like all this other shit. And people are thinking like he's taking the attention away from the kids and like all this other bullshit. And
so absurd. These people are so fucking absurd. Man.
Are you fucking
need a story.
kidding me, dog? Are you kidding me? Like, you don't think these kids aren't fucking ecstatic that the best player on planet Earth is on the sidelines rooting for these motherfuckers? Like, come on.
What was that defense?
I think that was the end of the game. I think they were like running the clock out, and he just said, "Fuck it." That was terrible defense, though. But yeah, like they said he was, he's showing up his kid and doing too much, and I obviously can't agree because it's like he's their dad, like he's dad of the year. Like I would kill if my dad was there rooting for me, being the like.
Skip Bayless, your dad didn't show up to your basketball games.
That's why you're.
Stop being a little bitch about it, right? Like you're crying because your dad wasn't there for you, Skip. Okay, we understand what this is happening.
Come watch it.
Why would he? Why would he watch you score 1 point a game?
Jesus.
You guys could both sit at home on a couch, right? That's gonna be the same activity. That's what you're upset about,
home.
fam. Exactly. What did you score? Nothing again? I'm glad I saved some time. Stayed home, watched Roseanne, so I didn't have to waste my fucking time.
Can't have both of us sitting on a bench watching the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of here.
Oh, that's why I go so hard for LeVar Ball. I go hard for LeBron, especially like Dad Bron. Like, I'm never ever gonna fucking fault somebody for being too involved in their kid's life. Like, are you kidding me?
100%.
Who does his son? Can we watch that video again? Who does his son look at as soon as he dunks?
His dad.
Isn't that the first person? And don't they just flex together like it's a thing they got?
Come on,
dude,
man.
it's great. I love it. These people that hate on this, I mean, it's a different type of. I am usually entertained by Skip. I do not understand this. He's from the dotted too. I do not understand this hate.
He starts high school this fall.
So he's a middle school.
He's a rising high school. He'll be a freshman this year.
I mean, that's absurd. But yeah, I mean, it's just I mean, like Skip. Come on, there's way better takes that you could have. This is just.
I kind of applaud Skip at this point because he's been committed to trolling LeBron since his rookie year.
Because it still works.
Because it still works. He's made a career out of it.
Yeah.
He's made a career out of it. We're talking about it. It's like, fuck.
100%.
He's still doing this shit. He had 2 hit talk shows where the basis is just him talking to LeBron James, talking about LeBron James.
100%.
I think LeBron should do a show one day. I think after he retires, he should do a Cosell Muhammad Ali type thing where they finally just sit down and just talk.
Nah, LeBron too smart for that.
Then
He would
Skip
never
wins.
He would never empower that.
It would have to be on one of LeBron's platforms.
Oh, it could be on LeBron.
On the shop.
Yeah, you come on my shit, but he can't go on his. Of
course
not.
But I mean, look, we would all love the
But he would
combo.
do it. Skip would do it.
Skip would do it in a heartbeat.
Of course.
Be a win for Skip too.
Hold on, I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Keep going.
Go ahead. Nah, it would be a super win for Skip. But I just think at this point, like, that's the only kind of comparison I could give it to. Like Muhammad Ali, Howard Cosell, how they're just so tied to each other through good times and bad times.
I don't know. I'm a Skip hater. You giving Skip a lot of credit to call him Howard Cosell and to say they're tied together. I have never once thought about LeBron and then Skip. I thought about Skip and then LeBron.
Oh.
I never once thought about, God, remember LeBron on the Heat and what Skip was saying about him? Wasn't that crazy? If Skip still wouldn't give him credit?
You got to give it to Skip, though, because it's like, for what he does, there's only a handful of people that have been more successful than him.
You know, Skip decades ago on the ticket, that station I was listening to when it started, he was the first guy. He was like a host on the ticket.
Really?
Yeah, none of the guys. He had a horrible relationship with all of them. He like was humorless, whatever. And then he obviously went on, and now he's this troll that's like made millions of dollars.
I mean,
but they like.
I remember him because he used to write like all the big Jordan articles. For,
Well,
like,
here's what's
Chicago
funny
Sun-Times
is, and I mean, there's who these guys are to a large degree. Stephen A. Smith does it, hating the Cowboys. Skip loves the Cowboys now. When he worked in Dallas, he hated the Cowboys. Never had a good thing to say. Always trashing them. It's so I look at these guys like, you're not a human being. You're just a robot that's trying to upset me, and I'm not gonna give you the attention to let you do that.
Yeah, no, I remember reading some. I forgot where I read it, so forgive me for that. But I remember him reading like he doesn't even check his mentions on Twitter. He just checks the analytics. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
if something spikes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the way he's going to go.
He's
Like,
a robot. I don't even know if he likes sports. I really don't. I think he's just like, what can I say that will upset sports
How
fans?
can I antagonize?
These are people I can upset without worrying they're going to kill me.
Yeah.
It's not like XXX.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can make jokes about LeBron, and LeBron fans aren't going to come try to murder me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about XXX. I'm talking about his fans.
Gotcha.
It's like rap fans are going to try to kill
Though you ain't gonna run up on Skip.
Skip got brawling. I don't think he was always this
I don't
brawling.
think so. I seen him recently. I'm like, yo, Skip.
He's trying to let motherfuckers know he's brawling. You seen that commercial with him and Shannon?
Yes.
Like
yes.
who gets their day done first
Doing
and
the
Skip.
same thing.
Make sure you see him lifting weights. But yeah, he's a weird dude who I don't honestly even know if he likes sports. I just think he knows this is a good way, easy way to make money. You know, it's also crazy. His brother is like a world-class chef
No shit.
in Chicago.
No
yeah.
shit.
He has a restaurant. I forget what it's called. My homie Brian. We met Brian. He went there. He said it was fantastic. And Brian's a professional chef. And he was like, Skip Bayless's brother. Great food.
I kind of want to go.
It's
now.
weird because food is like this passionate thing that you got to love for, and Skip is a fucking mutant of a human being who doesn't think anything except let me look my analytics on Twitter.
He's made millions of dollars. He's made a career out of antagonizing.
But that's why I don't want to give it the credit of like, fuck Skip. I'm like, all right, I see what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I get the game. I know what he's doing. Like, I ain't gonna be pissed at that. But just like, at this point, I more commend the commitment that he has to that.
Oh,
troll.
he's a disciplined
That
motherfucker.
It's insane to me. Insane to me.
Well, guys, this has been going pretty long.
This has been a long ass episode. Shit.
What's it called? I want to close. First of all, I know that we got some dates. Akash got a tour coming up, so
Let's get it.
Kaz, I'm sure you got something, and
Yeah.
then I can always tell you guys about some things. Do you want me to start?
Go for it, bro.
Okay,
I'll
guys,
follow up.
Matador tour in full effect. Make sure you come check us out. I'm going to Japan next week, and we're situating things for the podcast, so don't worry. We're going to have some good content for you. But I'll be in Japan next week, and then the week after that, I'm going to be in the D.C. at the D.C. Improv, the 15th through the 18th. I'll be at D.C. Improv, and then August 23rd, I'm going to be at Chicago. And the DC shows, 3 of the 6 are already sold out, so go get those tickets immediately before you miss out. And then the Chicago show, first show sold out, second show we added, so those are going to be going quick too, so I will get on that immediately. Akash?
The Big Desi Energy Tour, the BDE Tour, is starting September 6th. We're at the Secret Group at 8 p.m. September 7th, we're at the Fallout Theater at 7 p.m. We're back there at 8:30 p.m. on September 8th. September 13th, we got 2 shows in San Francisco at Piano Fight, 8 and 10:30. September 19th, we're at the Comedy Store in the Belly Room, 8 p.m. I know 40 people already bought tickets to that, so that's dope.
Yes, sir.
September 20th, Portland Curious Comedy, 7:30 p.m. And then October 11th, Sisyphus Brewing, 2 shows, 8 and 10:30. October 11th.
Nice. August 18th, we're back in Brooklyn for one day only, combining with the good folks at Brunch Bounce. Doing one last party to end off the summer. You can get tickets on Dussepalooza.com. That's August 18th at the Brooklyn Mirage. This week, you can go check out my interview with Aaron Gordon of the Orlando Magic on slam.com. We also have another interview coming up with Ronnie 2K from 2K Sports, if you guys are into that. And this weekend, I want to say, the second season of Cast and Effect kicks off on Revolt TV. Shout out to the boy Eden. You know what I mean? We got that going. So shout out to the boy Eden for, producing, directing, all that type of stuff.
Yes,
so
sir.
And so keep supporting all the platforms and all that good shit.
So before we end, I want to tell you guys a cool story that some of you probably know quite well, but it has hit a new plateau of sorts recently, and I want to keep you filled in. But about I think it's probably 3 years ago now, or maybe a little bit more, I decided to film my own special, right? And that was a special a lot of you guys saw as 441. And the reason I did it, obviously, I wasn't getting any opportunities in the business. I felt like the business kind of blocked me out. So I was like, I'm going to at least do everything in my power to get myself out there. And obviously they said no. And I found this new way to kind of deliver content. And I started putting up these clips, and all that kind of transitioned into some buzz. And
Not just some buzz.
well, yeah, we definitely transitioned the business, and we transitioned how you put out content in the business. And
I'm doing it now. Would have
and
never done it
you're
if it
doing
wasn't.
an amazing job. And I think that you'll continue. I hope that
We
you'll
have to
continue.
because of you.
Yeah.
You changed. There's a I remember the term paradigm shift. I learned it in college, and it's like changing the way people think of something.
Right.
For some reason, it's this term I always remember, but that's actually what you've done. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
White Kanye, man. Says he's going to change some shit, and then he does it.
My buddy said this. He called me. He was like, it's like Steph Curry, what he did to the NBA.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? He goes, the game hasn't changed. It's how the game is played is changed. And I think that's kind of what people are doing with content now. Now, maybe more than 5 years ago, 7 years ago, I don't know, I went to the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal. It's the most prestigious comedy festival in the world, and as a new face. And even to get a new face, I already had a network deal with MTV, and I had 2 of my own shows coming out. So like I had to go like above and beyond to get what many people had to get, got just because of heat, right? And it was, I just had that relationship with the business at the time where they weren't like, I don't think they all looked at me and saw he's going to be something, right? And so I went, and I, had an okay festival, and then I didn't get offered to come back for like 5 years. And we would email them and ask them to come. We wouldn't get any response, whatever. Last year, after you guys sharing all my clips and selling out these shows and all these cool things happening with me, we got this offer to come to the festival. And we said, we're not going to come unless we could do our own show, my own headline show. And they acquiesced, and we went there. We had a cool festival. It was fun. My first time back. This year, they asked to... if I would come back to do this show. And I said, we'll only come back if we get to do the Nasty Show, which is one of like the most prominent shows at the festival, and a show that I used to watch Patrice O'Neal on. And that's why I thought it was so important for me, just a comic like walk in his footsteps. And I want to do inside jokes and unsafe sets there as well. And they were down. And I went up there and I did the Nasty Show. And again, this is like the same festival that hadn't thought that I was going to be something. They didn't think that I was going to need to, they didn't think they needed to invest in me per se. And I was up there, and I, had some really good shows at the Nasty Show, and all these like reviews started coming in, and people are saying, great things. And they put me on. The biggest thing at the Just for Laughs is a gala. A gala is they usually have a celebrity, like a comic or even like a superstar, like famous actor will host it, and they'll write jokes for them, and then they bring up maybe 8 or 10 other comics that think are going to do things. And you perform in this venue, it's like 3,500 people. It's like fucking Carnegie Hall. It was unbelievable. And they asked me while I'm up there, because the reviews have been going well for these Nasty shows, and they're like, do you want to do this gala? It's Anthony Jeselnik's gala.
Okay.
And Anthony, famous comic. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much. And so I go to this moment where I'm at the gala. I go up second, and here we are, maybe 7 years ago. It was the first time I was able to go there, and then like this big gap with nothing. And then we built this fucking machine, and you guys sharing these clips and making these things go viral, and we change a business. And I'm at this moment where I'm at like the highest stage of the most, I guess, prestigious festival, right? And there's a little bit part of me that's there like, okay, I know I have this hype, but I'm sure there's a lot of people watching like, am I going to live up to the hype? There's still a lot of people there that are like, is he good? I know we hear the clips and we see him on Rogan, but we don't know if he can really, do it. And I went up there, and I have a 7-minute spot, and I went up, and I fucking laid in. And what happens is you walk off the stage, and they make you walk back on because it's a TV taping. And I walked off the stage, and I walked back on, and fucking 3,000 people were standing up.
Wow.
And it was unreal, man. It was like,
I got a little emotional.
yo, and it was like,
Fuck.
the reason I share the story is because it's like, in that moment, I didn't feel validated by them. What I felt was proud that, like, one, I knew that I could do it, but two, like, we found a way to it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm sure there's so many people regardless of what your situation is, you're going to you hear no, and you're going to hear, or people just not believe in you, et cetera. And it's like, we found a way around everybody that said no, to the point where they all believed so much that I was given this opportunity. And then given that opportunity, it was like, this is what are you going to do with this opportunity?
Right.
And to, like, deliver in that fucking moment. Like,
Yeah.
there's rarely in life are you going to be given moments where you got to deliver.
Yeah.
And it was just so, it was a sense of pride. And I was very grateful, obviously, for you guys for building this, and for everybody listening for spreading the word, you know. And I wanted to share that story because I think we had a big win this
I get that
weekend.
you're going to say you're grateful to us. You did it.
Yeah,
I mean,
man,
you did
like,
it.
But
Yeah, I mean,
we just
I appreciate
kinda-
it. You did it.
I'm not going to talk to myself every week. You know what I mean? Like, but, like, it was a big win. I think some cool things will happen after it, because I think the difference is I went from, like, a guy who was on, some podcasts and, like, talking in terms of the industry's mind, to a guy who they, like, saw deliver in the moment. And again, I went there with the mentality, like, I have what I want, and we're building what we want outside of this.
Yeah.
If things come, cool. If they don't come, cool.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was going to ask. Do you want their things still?
No, it's not. Like, for me, what I wanted to come out of this story also was, and you said it so brilliantly, Kaz, when you had no issue with WWE after you got fired.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it's okay. And now you're back doing your own show on WWE, and, like, it was one of those things that I
Thanks
realized.
for breaking that news. It's all good.
No, we said it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we said it. For those who don't know, but Kaz is doing it, the morning show on WWE. He has his own show now. But, like, and that's what you happen when you have a disposition like Kaz, which is, I'm not going to hold a grudge and be angry and say, fuck you, this,
Right.
that, the other. I'm just going to go, thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm sure so many people were maybe expecting me, to talk about JFL or these types of things, like, how could they not, da-da-da. For me, there is no grudges in business.
Mm-hmm.
If it's good business, we do good business.
Right.
It's simple as that. I'm not going to let you not believing in me stop me from doing business with you.
Right.
Let me tell you, man. Anytime we're in a business, we're all in the business of.
Yeah.
We need some sort of validation as far
For
as
sure.
like getting on certain places, stages,
Yeah.
or whatever. One, you never want to burn a bridge, and two, you never want to be at a point where you're not grateful for that moment, because
100%.
all this podcast, your stand up, your tour, Palooza, everything, like, all that shit could be going tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, at least I did that shit.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
gratitude,
And
man.
and if you keep that attitude to anything you have in life, man, I guarantee you, it may not happen immediately, but eventually shit will start to pile up, and then
And
good things
People
will
will
happen.
notice it, man.
People notice.
And to put a little bow on this, last year, and people will notice, and people will start to change, and you have to be ready for their change. Effa, I think it was said to me once, he's like, prophets let people convert, right? Now, this is
shit.
not me calling myself prophet,
No,
but
no,
what
no.
I'm saying is, you have to let non-believers become believers. If you resent every person that didn't believe in you, then you'll never have anybody
lost a
to
believer.
take. Yeah, you'll never have any to. And the reality is, in a weird way, I'm so grateful because they forced me to create this thing, this monster that
Bro,
can move
you
the
are
business,
preaching, though.
right? So it's just like, I'm grateful for the no's because they exposed me to who I am and what I can do, right? If I just got every opportunity in my face, I wouldn't be close to as strong of a comic or close to as strong as a podcast or any type of shit. So, to put things in perspective, last year for the New York Comedy Festival, we were supposed to do a Flagrant 2 live show.
Yeah.
And the New York Comedy Festival, for whatever reason, had a beef against me. And then I guess a couple of weeks before, they just canceled the Flagrant 2 live show from the festival.
Yeah. They said you can still do it, but it can't be part of the festival, which is why
Doesn't
are we
make
doing
any
it then?
fucking sense. Yeah.
And it's just like, I have no fucking clue why.
Yeah.
That exact guy, a few days ago, emailing my agent, how do we get Andrew Schulz at the New York Comedy Festival? Now, it's very easy for me to tell my agent, tell him to go fuck himself. You know? It doesn't do anything. It gives you nothing in that situation. You already won. When they make that call, they know that they're swallowing their pride to make the call. And on some level, I even respect it that you're able to have business. There are certain networks out there that they still can't deal with the fact that they were wrong about me, so they want to continue the block. And it's purely ego. And that's not how you make money. That's not how you do business. Remove the ego from business. Now, the New York Comedy Festival this year, I already booked the show at Town Hall a week after, and that was my fuck you to them, right? It's like, you're not going to keep me in your festival? I'll do the show the week after, and I'll sell that shit out just to let you motherfuckers know.
Right.
But I guess I'm trying to say is it was a cool moment in my career to like fully come around that blockade. And I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. It would be nothing. So I'm very grateful for everybody here, and I hope that maybe there's something you guys took from that story.
It's a great way to end
Congrats,
the show.
man.
Congrats on that, man.
Yeah. That
Congrats
being
on
said,
everybody. Good things are happening for everyone.
man,
I like that.
absolutely. Except those Somali chicks without the clits.
That was full circle.
Perfect. End it.
This has been Flagrant 2. Peace.
God bless.